And good evening. We now have our first severe thunderstorm warning of the evening that's been issued for just north of the Meridian area, and we'll get into everything that we have going on. Looks to be a few changes to the weather. It doesn't look to be as bad as it was going to be, but we're going to be watching this. This is serious what we've got going on in Neshoba County at this point. Let's take a look here. Now, we got a lot of wind moving in, coming out of this Carthage area. Coming out of Leake County. Let's zoom into this. And again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued until 6:15. This will affect northern Newton County and also Neshoba County until 6:15 this evening. 5:22 a few moments ago, we watched this and we waited before we went live with it. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. So this will be excessively dangerous here with the wind and also with the hail that is mixed in with this. And we do see hail popping up with this. It will be near Pearl River, Union, Tucker, these areas, in Little Rock. So if you live in those areas, be careful. Now, as you'll see, we got hail going across here. Let's go in and look at these. We've got three different areas of Neshoba County that we're getting a lot of wind rotation at this point. And again, this is shear winds that are in the air. Can it become something more? It absolutely can. Let's dive into this and look and see what we've got. This is going to be just east of Highway 21. This is going to be closer to County Road 418 and County Road 341. This is packing somewhere around 58-mile-an-hour shear winds is what we've got with this storm. And again, as we back out to show you what this is kind of close to, here's Highway 15. It's in between 21 and Highway 15 is where this storm is located. So if you're anywhere here near Linwood Baptist Church, there's extreme wind out to the west of you, not far from you. Now let's look at this barely into Neshoba County where we've got the most of the rain right now. Here's the front of the storm as it comes across. This is the eye of the storm that we're looking at. Also 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with this also. And this will put us right here at the county line on County Road 402 and the intersection of County Road 133 and County Road 402. If you live in that area, be prepared. You got some serious wind there. Here's the Dixon community. It's just to the west of there. Now, as we look at Highway 21 here, here's the Leake Neshoba County line. If we'll look, this is not far from where Rosebud Quick Stop is going to be, down Highway 487. We also got 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with this. Now, as we look at this, all of this is rating at a level 5 of being able to turn into something, 10 being the biggest number of it reaching to where it could be very dangerous. This is right in the middle. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning, but often whenever we see these, and I want to remind you of that, it's in the air, but we do often see a lot of tree damage, roof limbs and things like that from trees being hit with these storms that tote these shear winds, and we have that now in Neshoba County with that. Now let's turn this on as we back out and look at just how much hail we're getting with this. Severe hail path. And if you'll see that, it's just coming directly across from Carthage. So if you live in due south of Philadelphia, you're probably going to get some hail here in the next little bit. Highway 19, Highway 15, these areas there. This storm, as we look at this, will be at Good Hope in 3 minutes. We'll reach Deemer, which is just south of downtown Philadelphia, Deemer there, in about 6 minutes. It will be at Tucker in 11 minutes, move into Bethsaida in about 13, and then on across into Forestdale and DeWeese within about 20 minutes is what we're looking at as this storm totes all of this across here. And again, a lot of shear winds with this. And again, this severe thunderstorm warning is until 6:15. Look at the lightning that is occurring there. Now, let's back out and look at this. Now, tornado warnings have not been happening in Mississippi as of yet. We got something going on here near Natchez in Louisiana. Over in Montgomery, Alabama, this has been pounding them. They've had several tornado warnings here in the last little bit. That's going to run until 6 o'clock there. In the just east of Montgomery. It was closer to Montgomery a while ago. This storm has not let up. As we come back here, let's get over here and take a look at this. As this is right at the state line. As we look at this tornado warning for southwestern parishes in Louisiana and southwestern Adams County now does have a tornado warning for it in Mississippi. And again, that's going to be near Natchez. A thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Lardo, or 14 miles north of Borderlandville, moving east at 40 miles an hour. So Natchez, you'll have this storm in about 6:10 is when they're expected it to make it across the river. It hasn't made it, but that is our first tornado warning for the state of Mississippi. Now, if you will watch all of this, we got a lot of things firing off that are down here to the south of Meridian. Depending upon projections, this path has changed today to where we expected this to be coming directly through Meridian. At one point, it showed it. It has been hovering mostly, as we'll see this. We're going to have storms roll through Meridian somewhere around 7 o'clock is what you can expect here. Some pretty heavy storms in about an hour and a half roll through Lauderdale County. And then we're going to see heavy rain south of Meridian. This Laurel-Hattiesburg line right through here, y'all be ready later tonight. It's going to be very rough in those areas there later. And then move on. We'll still have rain moving through those areas after 11 o'clock. The Meridian area, if it stays on course the way we are right now, this should move out of Lauderdale County 7:30, 8 o'clock. For the most part, we may have some showers, but not the activity of thunderstorms. It looks like all of that's going to go due south of Meridian area. This is the biggest that we've got going on close to us, Newton County. This is a pretty serious storm right here as it comes in right there at the county line. All right, let's look at this where the eye of this storm is in Neshoba County right now. This is going to be due south of Philadelphia, east of Highway 15, in between that and Highway 19. And this is approaching the Community Church, County Road 505, County Road 442. And if you look where this is just going to be between Tucker and the city limits of Philadelphia, where all that bridge work is being done, is where that's going to cut across. It will be at Tucker in 6 minutes and Bloomfield in about 8 minutes there on Highway 486, right along in there. Moving due east. Behind it, you will get a second storm. It's the same path. It's following the same path across here. This one will be at Deemer in about 5 minutes and reach Tucker in about 11 minutes. Powerful storms at Paxton, and this is a lot of lightning with this. Look at this rain just to the northwest of the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. It's raining heavy at the fairgrounds, but just to the northwest of you, up around Hope, the Hope community. The store there, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of rain there. Be careful if you're traveling Highway 16 west toward the county line. They have now turned off, done away with the severe thunderstorm warning for Leake County. That has expired. We've got now is Neshoba County is the only warned area there. That one expired. Neshoba County and northern Newton County. Now let's look at Newton County, what's involved in this. Here's Decatur. This is going to be due north of Decatur. As we look at there's Little Rock, Decatur Road. Here's Highway 15. Pretty much just due north of the intersection of Decatur Stratton Road. It'll cut across Muley Road in that direction, and right over here is going to be Decatur Stratton, where it meets Scanlon Road. At that intersection is where it comes down to in Newton County, and then takes all points north, including right there at Little Rock Post Office. It'll get all that in there. Everything due south of there, Decatur, downtown Newton, is not under a warning at this point. Watching this stuff very closely. Now, again, as we look at this, the National Weather Service has not changed. Let me just show you. They still have all this listed as a level 3 at this point. And that is the probability of what we're looking at right here is the probability of a tornadic, this yellow. That's a level 3. The brown is a level 2, and the green is a level 1 for tornadic activity. And as you can see here, right over in here where we've had these tornado warnings, it's reached out of that area, but we still had it. They just expired that, and that is now a severe thunderstorm warning there around the Montgomery area. Montgomery was under it for quite a while. All right, this is starting to increase. You see this? Now, again, if we got people watching from southwest Mississippi, if you've got family there, let's turn this off and go down and look at this. Tornado warning here, and this is fastly approaching Mississippi. This is coming out of Louisiana. This is roughly the Acme, Louisiana area. Here's Highway 84, Roxy. Y'all be ready in this area here. Clayton, Mississippi, these areas are on Ridgecrest. If we score this, this is a serious one. this could very easily, I'm not saying it is on the ground, but it could easily touch down with what we're looking at. And if you were in the area here, this is Louisiana coming into Mississippi around Deer Park, Ellis Cliff, Linwood area. And again, this is Adams County where we're looking at right along in here. This on that scale, if you hear me talk 1 to 10, this is at a 7.1. Anytime that you get to this 7, 7.12, 7.3, the probabilities of this dropping to the ground are very high. So, and as you'll see, we're getting this picked up on our radar here, showing that this is a twister, and very possibly, it's been radar indicated, but could drop down at any given time. So if you live in this area here, let me back out and show you this. Here's Natchez, Mississippi. This is just to the southwest of Natchez. Fast approaching that. Anything due south of Natchez, you need to be in your safe space now. Highway 61 area there. If you're anywhere over here in Louisiana, these little towns called Monterey, Louisiana, you need to be in your safe space. Dangerous, very dangerous there as we look at that. Now, Macomb, all right, we just got a tornado warning that was just issued for Macomb. Let's take a look here. This was just issued. The National Weather Service in New Orleans has issued a tornado warning for, let's see here, Washington Parish, Walthall County. And if you'll remember, in Southeast Pike, Walthall County, Mississippi, has been hit by several tornadoes in the past, and we now have that issued there. At 5:37, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Mount Herman, or 16 miles northwest of Franklinton, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Again, radar indicated as we see this, and this will stay until 6:45. And the big picture, let's just look at a few of these towns that you'll recognize. Tylertown, if you live in Tylertown, Mississippi, seek shelter now. Be careful there. We're picking up shear winds in this area here, 70-mile-an-hour shear winds. And again, this is headed toward Tylertown. And if you'll follow this path, that's going to be coming right up into Columbia. We got all these areas here. Now, we have nothing going on in Clark County. Somebody asked about that just a moment ago. But all of this will head in that direction. And again, the worst of what future radar scans tell us, we're going to see this area right through here. Anything Shibuda southward through Wayne County, Jones County, these areas around Hattiesburg is going to be very rough tonight. I see them getting more serious weather than we do here. Now, we got something going on here in, we need to pay close attention to this in Philadelphia. This is picking up in intensity. Now, again, this is still a severe thunderstorm warning, but we are picking up this having some twisting rotation with the storm. We want you to pay close attention if you are anywhere in here. Let's turn on locations and talk about this. You can have straight line winds, and it really doesn't matter whether it's a straight line wind or what comes across if it does damage to trees and property in your area. And that's what we're seeing here. This could be, let me turn that off, make sure we got the right storm here. And this will be at McDonald within 1 minute. It will be at Beatline within 5 minutes, and then make it to the Best Sadie area within 7 minutes, and then over to House in about 11 minutes. As we see, this one has 60-mile-an-hour shear winds with this. This on that scale of 1 to 10 being right under a 5. This is sitting right on top of Highway 15 is where we're at. And this is going to be pretty much near Linwood is where this is. Right there. That's where the Baptist Church is. It's just barely, maybe a half a mile due north of Linwood Baptist Church, moving to the east off of Highway 15. This is going to cross County Road 351 436. Now, again, this is not a tornado warning, but we are seeing that there are winds in the air capable of dropping 60-mile-an-hour shear winds, and that can break some limbs and things. We've got several storms. Look at this out by Marshall Ford. This is coming up on Lowe's. Out by Williams Brothers. Look at the rain that we've got and the lightning that is hitting. A lot of pouring rain at Neshoba County Fairgrounds right now, as we'll see this coming across here, and that's popping pretty good there. That hit about 5 minutes ago up by the police station, 541. This storm here is going to be approaching Sandtown within 8 minutes. We'll reach Bond in 13 minutes and then make it to Bogachita within about 14 minutes, and then on toward Nanawaya within about 19. Now we have a second storm here that's going to cross Highway 16 out here near Bobby's Country Store and then move to the northeast out toward Bogachita as well. It will be at Sandtown in 5 minutes, Coy within 16 minutes, and then into Kemper County there at Linville in about 19 minutes, as you'll see, making its way northeasterly toward Kemper County. Now, as we look back at this, these shear winds that we're watching here, and again, this is just due south of Philadelphia on Highway 15, due east of the Dixon community. And again, right here is Neshoba Baptist. It's due north of Neshoba Baptist, near the Linwood Baptist Church. Moving east, and we'll cross Highway 19. Here's House right here. This is where Talbot Enterprises is. It's going to be due north of there is where it will cross at. And again, this wind, let me look at that again. Still carrying about 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with this as it comes due east across Neshoba County. Now, we don't have any other warnings for Kemper or anything like that. Newton County is in this, but as you can see, this storm is staying north of Newton County. It's hitting the central portion of Neshoba County as it moves due east there. We are seeing a little bit of activity down here around Collins that could move into Jasper County. Nothing happening in Lauderdale County, nothing happening in Clark County at this point. Newton County's got some very light showers, and so does Forest and Morton in these areas. Some are all a lot more. We're still watching tornado warnings to our south down here, southwest Mississippi and Tylertown, Mississippi with a tornado warning, and then around Natchez, Mississippi, a tornado warning at this point. And again, all things can change with these things, and let me do some more looking here of what we've got of looking across to what's coming. Let me see here. Right now, Philadelphia getting a lot of storms. And you know, the more I look at this, Lauderdale County, somewhere around 7:30 is going to have a thunderstorm, and unless it changes, it's not going to be just huge intensity. It's going to be some heavy rain come with it, but I don't see anything huge. Wayne County, on the other hand, Chatham, Alabama, Grove Hill areas due south of us, Hattiesburg, heavy downpours. We could see some heavy stuff on into after midnight going on in those areas there. And again, let me go back to the map. This is where we're going to see all of this. This is going to be right through here. Right in this area right here is going to be the worst. And again, Lauderdale County is going to see some stuff 8-ish, 7:45, 8-ish. This is a pretty powerful storm that we're watching here, and we don't want to take that for granted at all. Let me just check and see if we've had any wind damage through our power companies. Should have had this already up, shouldn't I? All right, and we are. With what I'm watching there, let me pull this up and show you this. This is what is happening in Philadelphia right now. This is strong, and it's taking out power. There's a lot of you in Philadelphia now that just don't have power. Look at this. Right out east of there, about 400 people without. This is where the heart of this stuff is right now. So we're looking at nearly 1,000 people in this area right here that doesn't have power, the Good Hope community. And you compare that and see where this is right now. We compare this to where this is right there is where this is sitting. Very powerful, and it, as always, as I've told you, when we deal with these things, whenever you see these swirls, that's what I'm going to call it, wind shears. It's going to be power damages. I haven't gotten any reports of any major damage. Let's see here. Chris told me to check. Find my phone over here. Okay, we do have front porch damage in Deemer to a house there. Broke a couple of windows on Road 505. And let's see here. This is, if I am not mistaken, somewhere right along in here is going to be Deemer 505. I'm close to it. It's right along in here. I don't know what that is. Cedar Lawn. There it is. Here's County Road 505. I was close. and Chris, you'll have to just tell me how far from Philadelphia this is. But we do have now confirmed damage to a home, porch damage. Again, this could be straight line winds that we're getting on this. So if you're in Philadelphia, anywhere near what I'm showing you here, to be on the safe side, I want you in this area here to get to your shelter as you can, whether that be in a hallway. Again, it's a severe thunderstorm warning, but we're showing extremely heavy winds with this. And again, this has gone up at this point. This is now sitting at 70 mile an hour shear winds. Now, the strength of this storm is going down. As you can see the colors how it's changing. This was sitting at like a 4.9 just a minute ago. We're now seeing that the strength of this storm has dropped to about a 3. But nonetheless, it's still taking out power, and we do have damage. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued in Kemper County now gets this. So Kemper County, you need to have your heads up. This will go until 6:45. Chris, as you can, if you could get us some pictures of that. I know when someone's home is damaged, the last thing they're thinking about is passing that along. But it helps others if they have time to get that, so we can show others what's going on in this area there. Again, if you're just watching us, we have major power outages in Neshoba County. And again, the warned area is only a severe thunderstorm warning. But we have numerous power lines down with this right here, these shear winds that are coming across, running at 70 miles an hour. We do have confirmed damage to one home there, porch damage, and a window busted out. Now, I haven't seen a picture of it yet, so I don't know the extent of just how bad that was. Was it a limb that went through it and took the porch off, or did it pick it straight up? That's to be determined. But take this storm serious as it comes in. This is going to be in DeKalb in 30 minutes. And again, we're looking at 69 mile an hour shear winds with this. Now let's go back and look at this of what I was talking about here, of what we've got without power as it makes its way across here. That's a lot of people. Look what it did back in Carthage as it came across here. We got roughly 650 people here. You can add another 500 or 600 without power here, and then we get into this roughly, 6, 3, 9, 1,100 there. You can add another there, 1,200, and then we're looking over here, another 400. As a matter of fact, let me just look here at the state of what we've got, and I'll pull it up, state, and be able to look at what they're telling us as we go to Mississippi. And you get into Neshoba County, and that's not correct. They have not updated. That's only showing 151. We're showing a lot more than they are. So they've got some time to catch up with that. As we look at this, and let's go over here to make sure Kemper hasn't had anything that we're aware of. And at this point, Kemper County looks good. No damage, no power outages. Everybody else looks good on that. Here's what we're looking at around McGee. We got Collins, Mississippi. 600-700 people without power there, and put it closer to 600. And then Mississippi Power, not much going on there. Actually, everything on Mississippi Power is functioning the way it should. All right, let's do an overall view of what we've got going on as we pull back Doc's Toyota radar here. And again, we've got 2 tornado warnings in Mississippi. They're all to the southwest of Meridian. Serious weather over here east of Montgomery still going on, and we've got this serious storm that is in Neshoba County at this point as we go back in here. Now, they have tightened this up in Neshoba County. If you live in western Neshoba County, you're good now. Let's look at locations and where all this lies. Anything due east of Williams Brothers is good now. You're anything west of there, anything east of that is still in the severe thunderstorm warning. If you live out Highway 16 west, Neshoba Fairground area, or west of Highway 15, you're good. Anything east of that is still in this severe thunderstorm warning. As we see this storm, and again, it's packing 69 mile an hour shear winds, and we'll cross Highway 19 here in the next little bit. Let's go back and look at what roads this is or where this is. County Road 266, County Road 505, if you live in that area there. This is going to cross right across County Road 519, County Road 282. and then make its path right across 19 here, and that's going to be near County Road 1509 and County Road 517 is where that is. Now, as we back this out for you to look, here's Tucker. That's due south of Tucker. And again, this is on the rural route at this point, unless you live on the rural route. It's very serious there as it comes across. And again, this is not a tornado, but it has a lot of shear winds. And when wind damage happens, it doesn't matter whether it's a straight line wind, whether it's actual tornado, it can do damage to your home. If you are anywhere here in eastern Neshoba County and you've got trees that overhang your home, I want you to get away from the room that you're in now. If you're in your living room, you've got a big pine tree that overhangs that, or if you've got a oak tree that hangs over it, get out of that room and go to another room in your home that doesn't have that. Tree limbs can do major damage to home. We've seen a lot of people lose their lives over trees. And as we all know, these pine trees can snap in a heartbeat, and the top of them come out. And it's like a missile coming into your home. So anything in this area here, in between Tucker and House, Mississippi, be in your safe space to be on the absolute safest place you can be. Now, as we get out here on Highway 16 east of Bobby's grocery store, country store, and we get out to where Ford's store was, where the new Dollar General is, it is the worst raining that we have got in Neshoba County right now. This is going to be where Highway 491 runs right into Highway 16 here. And if you'll look at this, let's look at some of these roads where it starts picking up. Here's 16, here's Highway 486, and this is going to be near, if I'm pronouncing this right, Okapolo Baptist. I said that wrong, didn't I? You know I did. 547. That's a new one on me. County Road 547. And we get out here to County Road 630 in that area. It is pouring rain there. There's 737. I've been on that road a lot. And Poplar Springs Church. And here's the Dollar General here. Latimer's is going to be right along in here. And it's pouring there also. Now, the storm that is calming down that was here with the wind damage, making all this, breaking these power lines. This is coming up right on the Kemper County line. This will be at Cleveland in 10 minutes there at the swimming pool. Right there is where this is headed. It will be at Bluff Springs in 13, reach Cyples Mills out where Eddie is in about 28 minutes. And then downtown DeKalb, you'll have the storm in about 28 minutes, 28, 29 minutes it will be there. We have a second leg of this storm that has already made it into Kemper County and is coming right up on Highway 495 at this point. It will be at Bloomfield in 15 minutes in DeKalb. It's about 7 minutes faster than the other storm. It'll be there in about 23 minutes. And if you'll look at this, watch this storm right here as I pull this across. See that black mark going across there? That's going to be in about 12 minutes, and then as you get on out there, in about 30 minutes on the other side of DeKalb. That's the path, and eventually that will make its way on toward Wahalak. Again, major power outages. It is getting better here on Highway 15 at this point. Raining heavy, heavy, heavy here now in Tucker. If you live in the Tucker Elementary area up Highway 19, breaks off as you get into where the hospital is, coming to the red light there. And again, we did have damage reported on County Road 505, damage to a porch, window broken out of a home. So be careful if you're traveling any of that. The home is about 3 to 4 miles south of Philadelphia there on Highway 505. And this would put it up, if I'm not mistaken, David, I don't know if you're watching, but David Coates in that area where he lives as well on Deemer Road in that area. I'm also getting a report of a wreck on Highway 495 at the creek. It is a rolled over car, and we have someone who is hurt. So we need to watch that. Be careful there, Highway 495. Yeah, I got some pictures now that we'll be able to put up here in just a second. Y'all have to bear with me. I told Greg to go on to the house a while ago. It just wasn't looking as bad as it could be, and I told him going back to the house with his family and get supper, and we'd discuss this later. Damage. All right. Almost got it typed out. Not quite, but I'm getting closer. This, I promise you, I think sometimes this thing thinks for itself. Now, all right, let's go here. Let me pull this up where y'all can see what I've been talking about, of what we're getting in on this. And again, this is County Road. Let me pull it up here. Show you. This is damage, what was just done to that home there. This is Neshoba County, 3 to 4 miles due south of Philadelphia. As you can see, it threw something into the window, and it has damaged a porch, broke that there, and that looks to be the front there facing the highway. So strong winds come through there. Could this have been a lot worse? It sure could have. But we do have damage there, and as you'll see that. So if you live in that area and you've got damage as well, pass that along to us so we can get that on that. You might have to get on Greg. He done gone. All right, let me see here where we are and what we got. Let me ask this on that. This is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is going to be near the subdivision down Sycamore Creek. Sycamore, is that right? Sycamore Creek? I think that's where this is going to be. It's where this wreck is. Let me pull up the map here and show you what I think we're being told where this wreck is. This is Lauderdale County. Let me turn this off. As you come into Bailey, this is going to be right here, if I am not mistaken. And this is Sycamore Creek, that subdivision. I believe it's going to be right along in here where you come off 493 onto 495. I'm almost certain that's where that wreck is, right there. We'll try to get some clarification on that in just a moment as that comes in. So we are getting that. Let's see. Yep. I got another text that says yes. That's exactly. And if you'll remember, I was there, what was that, a week ago? Right there where a minivan flipped and went into that ditch, and the guys that were in it ran. Y'all remember that? And police took them into custody. And they ran up into the subdivision all the way down here. They made it that far. They were injured, and they ran. Only one reason to run. But we do have a vehicle flip. I do think it was a couple, at least 2 people in it. Paramedics are en route to that wreck as we speak there. Again, right off Highway 493 onto 495. Another way to word it, where the old Bailey Grocery used to be, is what we've got there. All right, let's go back here and pull up radar where we can see everything that's going on. Whew, Kemper County getting a lot of rain right now. Let me turn off these locations to where you can see. This is decreased in size with this tornado warning here. As we get down to Tylertown, this thing is still packing 58-mile-an-hour shear winds as we look at this right along there. It's just due south of Tylertown, Mississippi, as we look at this. Near Highway 27 is what we're looking at there. A lot of storm activity going on with that. We got special weather statements coming out for Ellisville, Jones County, that area. A little bit of lightning happening over here in Hazelhurst, and we still got a tornado warning that's down here around Natchez, Mississippi. We're watching that very, very carefully here as well. That looks as though that could and might be fading here in the next little bit. It also has about 58-mile-an-hour shear winds. As we look back at this, of what came through here earlier in Neshoba County, we had a lot worse winds here although that has tornado warning with it there. Now, if you live in Kemper County and are watching right now, you live Highway 495, 493, no matter what side of Highway 16 you live on, you can't see your hand. It is very, very bad right there right now. This is what we do. Highway 495 here. Joe Williams Field is up here. This is Highway 493. It is sitting right on top of this. From Latimer Store due east, we see this storm come across here. We'll be at DeKalb in 13 minutes. I just got a note there. We just had storm chasers just pass by. Whoo, boy, I got some hail. I'm going to show you in just a second here. In House, Mississippi, they just went by Talbert Enterprises. And that's going to be, let me turn this on and show you. Storm chasers just went through here. They're in town everywhere, and they're chasing this is what they're doing right through here. Very powerful still. It's a thunderstorm warning. But whoo, yeah, let me, I'm going to try to get that up. All right, as we're looking at this, and again, I'm trying to get some stuff up while we talk. It's what happens when it kind of happens unexpectedly. I'm going to put up some Kemper County hail. That's what my, on Highway 16, is where this comes from. And it always takes just a second to do it with the phone, and I'll apologize about that. Best I can do with the, let me get over here. All right, again, this is going to be about right along in here. I'd say right along in here, this hail that's going to come up in just a second. Todd, you're right. I don't know where she is either. I just sent out a page, an all page to all of my peoples. Let's see who shows up. We'll check that out in just a second. All right, let's go here and refresh this and see what we get. We got Madison, who is now entering the scene. Have a seat somewhere. This is hail that we're getting here. This is Kemper County. No, it's not. Somebody else is helping. I didn't even know it. Sheila Sullivan. All right, we'll start here. This is the one that I had just a moment here. This is how Richard sent this in to us there on Highway 16. Look how much is coming down and what that looks like. Let's pull that up. That's big drops. Richard, you may be looking for a new Toyota before long. And again, look how big that is on that. Now let's go back to this other than we got loaded onto the page. And this was also Kemper. I don't have an exact location of where that is in Kemper, but that's a lot of hail coming down with that storm as well. Big hail. So that's what we've got so far when it comes to that. Let's go back to radar and pull that up. All right, Kemper County by far, in the immediate area, has the worst of the weather that we have going on right now. We are picking up some storms now in northwestern Lauderdale County. They're not horrible, but it's heavy rain there as we look at this. And Union, Mississippi picking up a few showers. But boy, I want y'all look at this. This is like, if you were standing there, it's like the bottom of the earth has fell out on you. And that's what's happening here just west of DeKalb, Highway 16. Yeah, here's 493 after you go up past the coal plant and run into Highway 16. Y'all look at this. Let's see if we can see some of these roads of what this is, which county road this is. Grace Road. If you live on Grace Road, you can't see anything. And this storm is following right around Old Jackson Road and making its way toward DeKalb is the way it's moving into town. 7 minutes, it will be on top of you, Toonies. It'll be right there as it comes across to Electric Mills eventually in about 20 minutes. In Scuba, you'll have it in roughly 20 minutes, too. And then on out to the Bennsville area there around Giles. Linda Jane, you be ready. You'll have that in about 26 minutes. That storm will be at your house as it makes its way east of Scuba out here to Giles, as you'll see that. But That is some serious rain. And again, Neshoba County has just expired. The only severe thunderstorm warning that we have right now is going to be for Kemper County until 6:45. Let's look at the big picture as we watch all of this. All right, we just got this added for our friends across the Bama line. Severe thunderstorm warning for Greene, Hale, and Sumter County until 7:45. They're watching this storm at 6 o'clock. That was a few moments ago. Located near Liberty or near DeKalb, moving east at 55 miles an hour. That's a pretty strong storm, 55 miles an hour.
I'd rather not be outside right now.
Do what's that? You'd rather not?
I'd rather not go outside. If I have to, I might get blown away in the wind, you know?
Do you really want me to show that outfit that you're wearing?
Outfit? I'm going to have a blanket on. What you mean?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, blanket on.
I just... Folks, the help you get.
I'm comfy. You can show. I don't care.
And I want y'all to notice what's on the counter she brought with her.
Yeah, I got some boiled peanuts and water. I'm comfy.
I'm telling you.
I don't know about you, but I'm comfy.
There's nobody that can beat the boiled peanut weather woman.
Look, I'm happy. That's all that matters.
We're glad to have her help in with us this afternoon. And Linda Jane, she's going to go to her shelter there. All right, as we look at this, and again, it's just strong thunderstorms. It's not a tornado warning. It's a severe thunderstorm warning. Boy, it's wreaking havoc there. It is strong. We got 3 different cells of this as it makes its way across Kemper County. Again, Succonache, there at the hill, you'll have it in 11 minutes right there.
Isn't there like more bad weather coming, or am I wrong about that?
That's going to miss us for the most part here.
Okay.
It's going to be due south of us in this area right along here.
Okay, because I remember earlier you said it'd come back more.
We had, at one point today, we had this where we were going to have storms, serious storms in the Meridian area starting somewhere around 5. And all of that's kind of just...
It went south, didn't it?
It did.
Okay.
This area here around Laurel up through Wayne County is going to get the brunt. All this stuff that's building here is headed in that direction. Now, we got a new tornado warning in Mississippi. Let's go here and take a look at this.
Oof.
This is going to be tornado warning has been issued for northeastern Wilkerson County and southern Mississippi until 7 p.m. If you live in that area, you'll know these areas that I'm talking about. It was located near Deer Park, 16 miles south of Adelia, moving east at 40 miles an hour. This will be near Delorsa around 6:25. So if you're in this area down here, north of Woodville, southwest of Roxy, Mississippi, Boone, Mississippi, you need to be in your safe space now. Tylertown, it's still pouring down rain there. Tornado warned area still there as we look at this, packing somewhere around 70 mile an hour shear winds as we look at this. And that tornado warning, let me make sure I got the times right on it, will go up until 6:45. So you've got 30, 35, 30, 37 more minutes remaining on that tornado warning here to the south. So we'll be back checking on this once again.
Yeah.
Here in the next little bit. But we're not, it's just not going to pack what we thought it had for this area. But this is definitely going to be where these storms and tornado warnings are going to fire off.
It's more southern toward us. Instead of coming to us.
Right. Stephanie wanted to know who you were. Madison is my daughter.
Hello.
Only my daughter could bring boiled peanuts to a weather party.
I mean, would you rather I starve?
Well, I don't want
hear
you
my
to
stomach
starve.
growling? I don't think so.
Did you tell Greg he could leave?
No, I didn't tell him. He just walked out. I mean, call him. Tell him to come back.
Let's make sure we got Ellie and everybody else in the background there. Let's make sure we hadn't gotten any new pictures. I hadn't checked in the last few minutes to see if we got anything updated.
Now, last week's one was the worst, I believe, with all of that rain and then the flooding in North Hill Street. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before in my life, of North Hill's flooding like that.
It was. Whitley Davis sent us this in from Kemper County. Look at that. That's humongous.
It looks like it'll hurt.
And if you want to know where she got her cute jewelry, I have no idea.
Well, you kind of stink for that. You're no help.
Let's go to the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. Now, this was storms that rolled through just a little bit ago. Look at this. That's right down the racetrack there. Lots of water come across there. And
you see that clear sky, though, so that's a good thing.
It passed. But you'll see we've got a lot of stuff going on through there. Let's look at this.
Is that the
sun came through after it passed over there at the casino.
Oof. Was that from hell?
This was that damage a minute ago from the thunderstorm that rolled through there, that wind. And we did have this come in. This was one of the storm chasers that was spotted on Highway 19. Probably the car that passed by Talbert Enterprises just a little bit ago.
Would you ever be scared if you're on the highway and you that pulls up next to you? Would you be scared?
No, it didn't.
No, I mean,
no, not a bit.
I'd be kind of scared. I mean, oh no, there's something bad here. I need to go home.
A little bit of hail that we had there in Philadelphia. Miss Grace Griffin sent that in to us. Thank you so much. And as we go here, Megan. And that's a pretty good bit there. Now let's go on down and see what else we've gotten here.
More hail, Philadelphia.
And this was in the Tucker area. Well, look at that. I had not realized that we had this already put up on the page, but y'all.
Yeah, that can do some serious damage to your cars, couldn't it? The last week's one was whoa.
That was us live.
You.
I need to pin that to the top, don't I?
Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Last week's one was the worst, I believe.
Pin post. All right. We'll do that to where it's easier to find. I know how it is when you get on here and there's so many different things. It is.
You get a little lost on the page. There's so much on it.
Yeah, a lot goes on there, and so let's take some of these other things off. The closings at this point
there's a lot,
really doesn't
a lot
matter.
Closed for tonight.
Businesses.
A lot of churches and businesses have, but I know people get upset oh, we closed for nothing. It's better to be safe than sorry, because I'd rather be stuck at home than trapped at somewhere else and you don't know what's going on. I'd rather be at home.
I agree 1,000% on that. Now, again, we're going to be watching this. Now, keep in mind, this is Mother Nature. And Mother Nature will do things that you just don't expect. Again, I projected with the pass that we had earlier today that we were going to be just being pounded in Lauderdale County from 5 until 7:30. And all it took was a little bit of wind, and it moved the direction of it and pushed it further south. Could this still change? Absolutely.
Yeah, it could. Within 2 seconds of us talking, it can turn and go up toward us right now. It just kind of does whatever it wants.
We got a new tornado warning. This is to the southwest of Hattiesburg, Purvis, Mississippi. If y'all are watching us in that area, we have a tornado warning until 7:15. This is going to be for Marion and Lamar County. At 6:17, that's right now, radar picked up a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over Dexter, 15 miles southwest of Columbia, Mississippi, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Now, this storm is moving slower than the last one that we looked at it at 55. This one's at 30. This will be near Sandy Hook around 6:25 and to Baxter around 6:50. And if you'll just to give you the here's Columbia, Mississippi here. Here's Purvis. It's just to the west of there. There's Columbia. It's all on there. You need to be in your safe space if you're in Columbia, Mississippi, any of these areas in here, east of Tylertown. The actual downtown Tylertown is safe now. It is moved out of there. It's just to the east of you.
Okay.
And this stuff is moving to the northeast. Ellisville has thunderstorms moving in it. We got a special weather statement just to the southwest of Collins. And then right over here, and again, this is in that Natchez area where we've got tornado warnings around Bude, Mississippi. Roxy, Mississippi, you need to seek shelter. And that little area, to my knowledge, was not in that earlier there. Wilkinson County, that little nook right there. We're picking up shear winds there of about 58 miles an hour. This coming in at a 4 on the scale of 1 to 10 is what we're seeing here with this. And this is paying close attention to this area here we've been watching. In Alabama, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings. The tornado warnings have expired that were there. Utah, Alabama, Greensboro, Demopolis, Livingston, York. Y'all are all under a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's going to be until 7:15 tonight. Roughly, it's an hour from now.
That's going to go by pretty quick. A lot of people was asking about Meridian if things are going to get bad later on.
I
kind of up in the air.
It's up in the air, but I just at this point don't see it. It doesn't mean that Mother Nature can't change her mind.
So you could technically say Meridian, Lauderdale County, all of us are like kind of in the clear right now.
For right now, it is. And let me go back and while we're looking at your peanuts and
Y'all like my peanuts? My brand of peanuts?
they're original there, Madison. I got to give you credit on that.
I wish they had the smaller cans. I don't like these big fat cans because they're all soggy.
I got you. If you would be nice to Greg, he is one of the best peanut makers there is.
You saying he has good bowl peanuts?
He can do it.
Why hasn't he brought me any?
Get him. I'm looking at radar now, my future scan of what I'm paying attention to here. 6 o'clock, we're good. 7 o'clock, Lauderdale County is good. At 8 o'clock, Newton County will have a storm.
Like thunderstorm?
Yes, a small thunderstorm. It's not huge. Waynesboro at 8 o'clock will be getting heavy rain. As we do the scan after 8 o'clock, I just don't see anything in Lauderdale County. We get some storms 10:30 to 11 in Clark County. Everything still lying south of us, Hattiesburg, Lucedale, those areas there are going to be the ones that get pounded tonight. This storm went further south than originally thought. Hattiesburg at 9 p.m. tonight. It is just woof. Now, again, we are under a tornado. Oh, I hit the wrong button. This button there. We're going to be under a tornado watch until, let me pull this up here, until 11 o'clock tonight is how long that will be out there.
But remember, a watch is we're just making sure one doesn't touch down. That doesn't mean we are under a warning. There's
correct,
a difference.
because these conditions are favorable to turn into one is a good way to put that. We have several tornado warnings to the southwest of Lauderdale County. As we look at Clark County, it's just a lot of rain right now as we look at this. As we get into Newton County, not much going on there. Locally, what we've got here is Kemper County that's going to be under this until 6:45. So not a lot of time remaining on this, and it will move into the north of Livingston.
Now that looks
Epps.
nasty above us. DeKalb does not look like it's going well. DeKalb that's where it's scuba. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, here's scuba. And this is going to put it right there about where the wood yard is.
A lot of people I saw commenting around the power plant, a lot of them were saying it was rough, really rough up there.
Which power plant?
I don't know. They just said power plant. I don't know.
Kemper County?
Yes.
There's a lot of them.
Well, that's all the information I got. I am not a map reader.
I messed up your plan, didn't I? I had to ask details.
I don't know any details. They just said around the power plant.
To give you, I'm trying to think of what that could be. You know, we got that.
I'm going to try all of them.
I'm thinking they may mean TVA there on Highway 16.
The newest one? The new quotation mark newest one?
Well, I guess, I don't know. It could either be TVA on Highway 16 or maybe they're referring to 495 over here, the coal plant. But as we look at this, the Chicken Shack, if you're coming through 2 Mile Bottom, y'all get ready. By the time you top that hill and you go past Jack Webb's, it's going to be forevermore raining. And you'll see the Chicken Shack sitting there on your left, all the way up to Sickanachy. To the Woodyard. It's going to be very heavy rain. The Cowboy Church right now. And we got the eye of this storm is moving right across Highway 45 Townsend Road at this point. The church right in the eye of this as it makes its way across here. It will be in ML, Alabama within 12 minutes. Sumterville within 17 minutes and on into Epps in about 25 minutes. So it's going to carry through here quickly as you'll see this. Again, here's it's Baca Valley. It's raining pretty hard across all of Baca Valley as it makes its way toward Highway 17 over toward Kim Waste. At Scuba Tech, it's moderate rain downtown there, all over by the cemetery. It's heavy rain there. But to the south of the city limits there, about where you get to where the pole mill is, it's going to really pick up where Weyerhaeuser used to be, right along in there where Midland Manufacturing was, where they've had numerous
places that I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
I probably wasn't bored.
Yes, you were.
I was not aware.
It was a furniture building place for a while. They done some flower bulbs there, but it was Midland forever with plants. And okay, I'm gonna watch my side of the room here. As we see this, Lauderdale County again, not much going on with us. Kemper County, we're watching. We do have a little bit of a thunderstorm here that's crossing over Okeechobee. As you'll see here, not bad as it comes across here.
People saying it's starting to darken up in Martin again.
West Lauderdale High School, right there. That's pretty good heavy rain. Chet's there at the curve. And it gets real dark when you get up here to the Sam Dale Monument and you're looking toward Kemper County. There's the fish plant, NAS Meridian, light showers there across it. As you look back over here at Newton County, not a lot going on there either.
It's kind of chill for right now, besides the cab.
So we're looking at 20 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning as it comes across here and makes its way toward the line there. Let me see how fast this is moving along.
60.
45 miles an hour.
Wide.
So that's the difference of what we were talking about down here. One of these storms we're moving at 30. This is clicking along pretty good at 45 miles an hour. That's pretty fast. We'll be at Gainesville, Alabama before long. All right, Heidelberg. All right, Clark County. Again, this is not a warning. It's just a thunderstorm, and we'll be making your way into Barnett in about 12 minutes. Pachuta in about 16 minutes. You're going to have some rain. If you'll look at the storm coming from right there at Heidelberg. Right there, that's coming that way. And it will. Here's Pachuta. It will cross right there at the intersection of 18 and 512 is where that's going to cross into Clark County, and then make its way toward Clarko will be the direction of that. But again, it's not huge. We got a lot of showers there around Jones Junior College, and a lot of stuff popping up around Monticello. We got another thunderstorm warning over here around Prentice. Columbia, we're still watching this tornado warning here. 58-mile-an-hour winds with this tornado warning around Columbia, Mississippi. Heads up, if you live in that, you need to be in your safe space. Purvis, Mississippi needs to be watching and paying close attention to what goes on with that.
Can you check the Louisville area and see how they're looking?
Louisville looks good right there.
They're in the clear.
We got a shower just due north of 14 there. Here's Winston Academy. Out here on the rural route, we got, and it's basically just pine tree area that we're looking at here.
Okay.
This got all of this 16 Cemetery. We got some showers there. Also over near Mount Pleasant, number 2 Church, Pleasant Grove Cemetery. These areas here in eastern Winston County. And then it's going to carry all the way over to the Kentucky Fried Chicken there in Noxubee County, just up past the four-way stop there.
Okay.
Oak Tree Inn. You know where that is?
Nope. I don't.
You've been that stop sign you have to stop at to go see your brother.
Oh, okay.
That's where that is.
See, someone said the sun's coming out around the Rock House on Highway 19.
And I can see that. As you'll see here, there's nothing happening right there. Rain's moved east of there.
Yeah, the rain is basically moving away from Collinsville, Meridian area, it seems like.
Now, we're going to be watching all of this stuff. This stuff down here.
That's nasty.
It's very nasty. And again, projection puts this to move due east here. So if you're watching us from South Mississippi, and let's just name these towns, anywhere, Ellisville, Laurel, Hattiesburg, Richton, Purvis, Mississippi, Millery, Chatham, Alabama, Silas, Collins, Mississippi, Monticello, Brookhaven area, you're going to have a very rocky evening. Let's look at what's going on here. This seems to be picking up in intensity here. 70-mile-an-hour shear winds with this, and this has twisting rotation with this now. Before, as this was first issued from the National Weather Service, radar indicated, and it still is, but this is starting to show signs that it's got a twisting rotation in it and very well could touch down at any given point in time. This is going to be right on top of Highway 61 is what we're looking at. And again, as we look at these shear winds, let me close that. 58, and we're looking at also 58 there. And this is Sibley, Mississippi is where that is. This right here, Sibley is the little town that is called. Possum Corner. If you happen to live in Possum Corner, Mississippi, you have a tornado warning and you need to be in your safe space now. Don't wait. I can't say that I've ever been to Possum Corner, but it is right there on top of Highway 61. Bigger towns that you will recognize will be Rocky, Boone, those areas there. Faraday, here's Clayton, due south of there. Here's Woodville, Mississippi, it's due north of there. Here's Macomb. This is picking up here again. We got about 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with this around Columbia, moving to the northeast as well. If you're in Columbia, be on in your safe space now. All of that area is still being considered Columbia as we click it on the map. Hub, Mississippi, you need to be in your safe space. And again, all this is south of the Meridian area, where we're watching from here this afternoon. Showers starting to move into Newton County from Scott County.
Yeah, they're saying it's raining pretty bad right now. Newton County, Scott County line.
Right there, yeah. All right, let's go back and check and see if we've got any new updates of anything that. And again, if you're watching, you've got something you need to share, inbox us so we can show everybody else what's going on in your Blumo Junction. Look at this. That's pretty good size hail. That's Neshoba County. Thank you, Zoe. We certainly appreciate you sending that in to us.
I would
That's
not
big.
like to be hit upside the head with that thing.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, it can literally lay you out and cause damage. Andy says baseball size hail had a lot melt.
Thank gosh. Is that
All right,
a car turnover?
This is the wreck that is right down here, and this is almost the exact location where I was the other day. This is Highway 493, Highway 495, where you turn off of Highway 493 onto 495 in the Bailey community.
Oh, is that
right,
big curve?
right there at Sycamore Creek. Right there at that subdivision. It's something in this curve also that makes that road slick, and each time we get a storm, it goes into that ditch right there.
I wonder why. That's just such a dangerous curve for no reason.
Now, I don't know how bad the injuries are, but I'd gotten a text earlier that said it was significant. It was some
Pretty nasty.
Yeah. As we go here, Shelley Eldridge sending this in from Kemper County. Let me back this up so we can see this a little bit better. Come on, Ethel. There we go. This is west of DeKalb is where this is.
Oh, that's
Look at that hail bouncing up on there.
And all that glass they have. Ooh.
Yeah. So that's DeKalb. Shelley, thank you for sending that in to us. And then I think we've shown these. So we've had a lot of hail that has come down in the last little bit. And again, if you're watching, North Hills downpour, Howard says. Let's go back to radar.
North Hills? Oof. We don't need any more rain in North Hill Street. That's what I know for sure.
And we got some showers, but I'm not, radar is not, as you look here, right there is going to be right along in there. But I'm not picking up anything major. I'm getting more showers right here at Sam Dale. But they got it there last time, for sure. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning here will expire at 6:45. We have less than 15 minutes now, 13 minutes remaining on this. It is crossing over into Alabama now. Epps, Alabama, y'all be prepared. Bolaji, you will have this storm in about 21 minutes right there. 20, this is due north of Livingston, Alabama. Here's Gainesville there. Beautiful churches in that area in Gainesville. Bolaji will have the storm in just a little bit. If you're in DeKalb, anything west of DeKalb, you're safe now. We're still watching anything east of Highway 16, Highway 45, anything east of Highway 16, still in the zone of it could be bad in Kemper County. If you live west of there, it's passing over. So this is passing over Highway 45 at this point. We still got a little shower there, but it will soon cross 45, and anything, here's the chicken shack, and this is, again, going to be right before you get up here around the pole mill. In that area there. Here's Baca Valley, and then right over here is that old manufacturing building that I've been talking about. So heavy rain there.
There's nothing to be expected in the Collinsville area since it's mostly cleared up and nothing dangerous as far now is coming up.
Katie Rose says sun shining on 491 in that area there. Still, we're seeing showers here make its way toward Pachuta. Nothing major. Heidelberg getting wet. Crystal Springs, Mississippi, as we go. Here's Forest, Mississippi, Scott. Again, we got showers moving into this area right along in here. And again, this is going to be the Lawrence area right there at the post office. Just north of 20 there in the Lawrence community, we got some showers. Nothing bad. We got a new thunderstorm warning that was just issued there until 7:30. For Rankin, Simpson, Smith, and Scott County until 7:30. Still tornado warnings around Natchez, Mississippi. We've got them west of Hattiesburg. At this point, around Columbia, Mississippi. Could this develop into more? Possibly.
What's with the red flashing?
That's tornado.
That touch ground?
Right here?
Yes.
Yes, that's tornado. Whenever you see a red square that flashes,
Well,
it's a tornado.
it's that circle with the warning
That's
sign
winds.
ended. Oh, okay, that's wind?
Yeah, and it's shear winds, and if you'll look at this and you zoom in on it,
Okay, well,
70-mile-an-hour shear winds is what that is. And this circle, and this no matter where you're watching us from, when this pops up on our map, that circle represents a 1 mile area right there. So within a 1 mile area, it's got 70-mile-an-hour shear winds approaching Highway 43 there. You know, that's what we had go through Neshoba County and knock out all that power just a little bit ago.
yuck.
Again, Newton, starting to get a little bit of rain there around Decatur.
So it seems like it's pretty calm around our area.
At this point, it is. Now, we're watching this, and this, again, we're dealing with Mother Nature here. It has a mind of its own.
The only thing you can really predict is a hurricane, and they move kind of slow. I mean, I'm just saying, that's the only thing most people can predict. There's a hurricane coming in like 10 days, so be prepared. And most people do. So, like, that's the only thing you can be prepared
You've
for.
got a point. You do have time to pack your bags and leave town if you know a hurricane is coming.
So, like, it can move, but, like, it's moving slowly. So, like, you still got enough time, you know?
Tornadoes don't give you that much advance warning, do they?
Tornadoes are probably the most scariest, like, things out there because they just kind of spawn out of nowhere. You can have a clear day and it just comes out of the sky for no reason.
Weather according to Madison. She's all over this, y'all. Again, as we go back to Kemper County, this is just about to exit Kemper County and will be expiring in 9 minutes as it makes its way into Alabama. As we get down here, Monticello, again, Forest, Newton, and let's look at this area here. Decatur, East Central getting wet now. Even over at the high school, we're getting wet there. And there's no thunderstorm warnings or anything, but just heavy rain all around Turkey Creek is what we're seeing there. A little bit around Lazy Boy as it goes north of 15 there. Anything north of 20 right now getting wet. Raining over by the Welcome Center and Forest there as you get off there to go to Wendy's, wherever you're going in that direction. Some showers there also. These storms that have prompted this back over here in Scott County, it's way away from you right now. This is south of Florence.
Got a couple of pictures of trees down and a power line down in Philadelphia.
We got some new pictures put up.
Yeah, a couple of them.
All right, let's go back and take a look at what we got there to
A couple
look
of
at.
nasty ones of this trees falling on power lines.
All right, as we pull that up, and this is going to be there at the plaza. Yeah, that power line, it twisted that. And let's zoom in on that. We can see that a little bit better there. Yeah, kind of blocking the roadway there. We appreciate that. Here's another tree, and again, wherever you're going in Neshoba County, y'all drive slow if you're heading out now. This is what you're going to encounter here. Roadways blocked, and I'm sure that they've got crews on the way to work on this.
That looks... Ew. Ew. I don't even know what to say. Did it snap it in half?
Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, and that's what those twisting winds are doing. Can you read that sign? What that says? Does that say... Starts with a T. Does it say Tealy?
Let me see. Let me look on my phone.
My vision sometimes is not quite...
Tinsley, I think.
Tinsley?
I think so. I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I can't read.
Okay, well, that's what we got there. A lot. Here's some more trees that we've got down in a yard. Again, I always urge you when we start talking about those little circles on the radar, this is what happens. It comes across and does tree damage and knocks out power lines. Again, we're back to where we were there again. Again, if you've got tree damage, anything like that, please get that to us so we can share it with everyone else in the area so they'll know what's going on. Any more comments? Luanda, you're right.
Nothing much. About the same as before. Since mostly everything's kind of calmed down for a good bit.
And as you'll see here, this is not even what's going into Newton County there. It just doesn't have the punch. This is starting to lighten up a little bit back over here with this one. A new severe thunderstorm warning just issued right there for Taylorsville, Mississippi until 7:30 p.m. And again, we're going to see this. And again, this line's going to go right through there.
I don't know if you saw this one. It said all 3 roads beside Williams Brothers have trees completely blocking the road.
Around Williams Brothers?
Yeah, did you see that? It's on the page. It has a bunch of pictures of trees being uprooted.
I have not. Let's go back there and get that up. All right, let's see here. Apartment complex there off Frog Level Road.
Frog?
Frog Level.
Ooh.
If you'll see that right there in the back. And let's see. Here's what we got here. This is right there by Williams Brothers, and this is major wind come through there. That's a big oak.
Mm-hmm.
And as you'll see, that's down. And see how that snapped them?
Now that's from like what, straight line winds probably?
Yeah, straight line winds did that. But it's just pop, 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 pop. When those things come through, I can't urge you enough. Look at that.
That's nasty looking.
Use caution as we always watch this stuff. Philadelphia. Let's go back here.
Someone said they saw storm chasers on Highway 19.
Going through there.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. They're asking, is it expected to get worse around here?
I'm not expecting it, no, at this point. Everything's going to be south of us, of Lauderdale, Newton, the heavy stuff where we're watching these tornado warnings down there. Again, this is what we've had done, all of this here in Philadelphia. This is those areas there that have power outages due to that storm coming across. 61 people right there into the Kemper County line. Let's check here. In Mississippi Power, 3 people, not bad. All right, here's Kemper County. We're looking at 153 out of power in the Damascus area, Moscow, Liberty area. That's right there. That's what we got without power there in Kemper County. Turn that off where you can see that. It's Highway 16 as it cuts across there, Klondike, Damascus, those areas there. Here's 16. This is going to be right below that. 493 area. Up by the coal plant is where that's going to be. Major power outages in there, about 153 people. All right, let's go back to radar to take a look at what we've got going on. All right, good news, Kemper County, now out of a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, as we do this, and again, this will go until 7:15, and a few more minutes, but it's lost its punch. It's raining hard. I don't want anybody to take me wrong. It's raining hard in Livingston, Bolaji, these areas that are north of there. This has expired. This is breaking up. Not near what it was. The storm will be at Forkland in 22 minutes. This one will be at Epps in about 19 minutes across through there. We're seeing this at Newton County right now. Some heavier activity right out here. Let me see.
But no tornadoes. It's just thunderstorms right there, right?
Yeah, all of this is just thunderstorm. Heavy rain, not even a warning with this. Here's Decatur. It's due east of you out on the rural route. And this will put it on Blackwell Road up around Clock Road is where that is. That's the worst of rain that we've got there in Newton County right now. But no warnings. A little bit around Forest. As we come down into Clark County, we got a little bit west of Quitman there on Highway 512, Highway 18, some showers. No warnings, nothing like that. In this area here, we're going to monitor this in the background. We'll watch all this. Again, everything that I have seen in future forecasts indicates that we're going to have this line from Wayne County along in here, severe weather. Can this creep on into here and do something later? It sure can. Should it do it, we'll go live and come back and carry that. Let me look at something else. Let me refresh and just take a look. We will have, we've got storms moving through this area now. Scattered. We just really just have showers for Lauderdale County for the remainder of the evening. And then as we do our future scan here, let me just take a look here what we've got. Kemper County now getting those showers. Decatur will have showers at 7 o'clock. Lower Quitman around Quitman to Shibuda will have some showers around 8. Nothing horrible. Wayne County back to Hattiesburg will be tons and tons of rain. And then Wayne County to Hattiesburg all the way through midnight will have a lot of rain as it makes its way into Alabama. Now, with all that being said, this doesn't mean that we can't have something fire up as I'm showing you this here. All of this in these areas here is just up to Mother Nature what she does and decides to do in the next little bit. Now, let's just look at that a little bit there.
It seems like it's moving pretty slow. The weather is.
This is where Briggs Chapel is. If you're looking into Kemper County and cross into Alabama County Road 12 there, we got some shear winds at about 58 miles an hour there. So if you live in that Alabama area there, Highway 17, and we put this in the Boyd, Alabama, where the cemetery is, Boyd, Alabama. If you live near Boyd, you got some shear winds approaching Highway 17 in that area. Use caution with it. Severe thunderstorm warning through 7:15 for that area right there. But that's the worst of the weather that we're watching there as it crosses, gets up to Highway 17, Boyd, Alabama, due south of ML. And again, this is that road that cuts straight across here. This is Alabama 28. When you lived in Kemper County, that was called the shortcut to Livingston. You have to get on 28 to make your way over there. Takes you right into Livingston. That's about where that major storm is in Alabama there. But as we look at Mississippi, again, we've got showers all to the south of Meridian. Tornado warnings around Bude, Mississippi as we look at that. We've got Purvis, Mississippi under a tornado warning. Let's give you the times on these until 7:15. Also, 29 minutes remaining on this west of Purvis. As we get over here around Natchez, this is going to be until 7:15 also. So lots to watch. Light showers everywhere else. But again, we're watching this stuff, and it looks as though it's going to be south of Meridian. If you're watching this, Starkville, all good. We are under a tornado watch through 11 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
And once that passes, everything is good. We're just seeing the threat of some thunderstorms. You got something?
Karina said she saw Reed Timmer and the Dominator 3 are coming through Macomb, Mississippi.
Okay.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared seeing the Dominator. That thing kind of terrifies me looking at that big hunk of metal.
The Dominator?
Yeah. Have you seen the inside of it and everything? It's scary looking.
It's kind of junky, but...
Not junky. No, that thing is scary looking. I would not want to see that thing at the gas station. I'm leaving the state at that point. I'm leaving.
Reed is quite the meteorologist, and that guy does excellent work.
Would you ever like to ride in it with him and kind of chase it?
No.
Since you like it too.
I like it, but I think I do better in a studio than I do on the ground. I affect more people this way.
I don't know. I think a lot of people would love to tune in your live stream and you're live with Tim and you're in the car and you're chasing it. I don't know.
Don't get me hooked on something else.
Man.
Again, this is radar as we're seeing it south of Meridian, Mississippi at this point. Showers all through Newton County, no warnings. Scott County has one to the west there. We'll see what happens with that. Should this stuff turn bad again in the immediate area, we'll come back on. 2 tornado warnings to our south there. We're watching there. So be careful. Southwest Mississippi, be careful there. Thank y'all for joining us. If you have damaged anything we've missed, please pass it along to us so we can get that on the page. And we'll be back. No, Meridian's not going to flood. We're good tonight. We're not going to get that kind of rain.
I think that was just a mishap when that happened. That was just a one-in-a-lifetime thingy that happened last time.
That was. Let me just double-check the page, make sure we don't have any more damage or anything. We're starting. This is interesting there. Liberty, Mississippi. This is up Highway 495. As you'll see sunshine poking through the clouds. Beautiful. As we see that, and that's Philadelphia below that, what we showed before there. So it has been a lot of weather through the area. And again, this little storm here Let me show you that. We'll be at Newton in about 8 minutes. So Newton, you're going to get wet. It's coming. Into Hickory in about 15, and then into Chunky in about 20 minutes, and making its way to western Lauderdale County. And this will make its way out here. Y'all be ready, Collinsville. You're going to be getting wet here in the next little bit. And again, if this creeps into something else, we'll let you know.
Just don't freak out if it starts heavy raining. That doesn't mean there's a tornado yet.
That's
Unless
correct.
you see us live, then maybe.
We'll let you know. We're still watching all of this. This got 70 miles. This is I-20 at just around Livingston is where we're at on that. Livingston, you could get a little bit of this remnants as it comes across there. So Livingston, be ready. Anything north of Livingston up Highway 11 there at the intersection of 28 and 11 as it crosses I-20. That is that area that needs to be concerned with that weather coming across there. Here's Epps. In between Epps and Livingston, Alabama is what we're watching there with that severe weather. Bola G's got its own little storm, but we're going to see some power outages here in Sumter and these areas here north of York, Alabama. We're going to have some around Livingston and west of there is going to be power outages before long. So that's what we've got at this point. And again, we'll be back should the weather develop into anything else. We will let you know and follow this stuff quickly. We're still looking at that. And again, what this means is it's a lot of wind coming across this. Here's Livingston here. Here's Highway 28, and you follow this right there. And as you see, here's Livingston, and it's going to get some of the city limits there. Just a very, very strong thunderstorm there. Again, as I was telling everybody in Mississippi, if you're watching us from there, and you've got limbs that overhang your home, and you've seen these pictures that we've been showing where it's been snapping these trees. This will snap trees, this wind here, sitting right there on top of 20 and right there to the northwest of Livingston, Alabama. Sickanotchee Creek, let me just tell you, County Road 12. And this is, let me zoom in on that and see what road that is. Country Club Road. If you live on Country Club Road, you need to be extremely careful. You could have power outages. You could have limbs come into your home. That's a lot of wind coming through that area there around Livingston. Country Club Drive.
It's starting to rain heavy in Martin and North Hills right now.
Martin area, yes. Let me update radar.
Newton is getting a lot of rain.
Yep. No warnings on this at all.
So it's just rain. Nothing bad, just rain.
Yep. As we look at that. And again, this is out here in the West Lauderdale, Piggly Wiggly over to West Lauderdale Elementary.
Oh, yeah, I hear the rain now.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's just rain. No worries.
That, again, our shear winds over there in Alabama. Just be extremely careful there. Vanessa's saying a lot of rain there, Newton, and it's coming up on it right there. And this is that storm that's producing that around Newton right there. And 7 minutes from now, the eye of this storm, Vanessa, will be right over the top of Newton. So it's going to rattle some windows as it comes across there. And then Hickory, and then followed by Chunky in about 20 minutes right after that. If you'll see that, that's that straight line. Here's Highway 15 coming in. And let's just show this, how this works. As you get there, that's in 7 minutes right there, that black line. You get to Hickory within 14 minutes, and then it will be at Chunky right there in 19, and then on into Lauderdale County. But again, that does not have a warning with it. It's just heavy old rain coming down on this Mississippi side. We got a lot of thunderstorm warnings back in here. Still got our tornado warnings until 7:15 around Boone, Mississippi, and also down here. Let me check our winds with this again. 81 miles an hour. This is some of the biggest winds that we've picked up. And this is in, what community is this? Rouse, Mississippi, if I'm pronouncing that right. Is that how you pronounce that, Rouse, R-O-U-S-E?
I think so.
We'll call it that. Rouse, Mississippi there. 81 mile an hour shear winds, and this will be near Oak Grove, Epley, Clyde, West Hattiesburg, in about 28 minutes, as you'll see here.
You're saying it's raining pretty hard in Center Hill, south of West Lauderdale Elementary.
Yeah.
Bottom must have fell out. up there. Heavy rain in Sigalina. Someone's asking, will Neshoba get any more?
You're going to get showers probably off and on.
Nothing bad, though.
I want you to pay attention to this. As we go back down here to look at this, this is the Roxy area. Knoxville, Mississippi, 104 mile an hour shear winds with this. Now that's just going to clock when it comes through there, taking out power lines. Again, radar indicated with this as we see this. If you live in this area, this is Highway 33. Again, this little town is called Garden City, Mississippi. Perrytown, Mississippi. That's where that is headed. And again, a lot of wind with that. That's 58 there, 104 right there. And that is sitting right on top of Deerfield Road in Ireland, Mississippi is where that is. If you're in that area, it's serious, serious. Here's Bood, here's Roxy. That's where those storms are right now. There's 2 tornado warnings that are down there to the south of us. Let's go back up here. I don't want to... Brownstown will have this in 18 minutes. Bertie, Alabama will have it in 26 minutes. This is due south of Epps, Alabama. It's on the rural route at this point. The eye of the storm has moved due east of Livingston, Alabama at this point. And let's just look at this road here while we're glancing at this. This is Buffport Road. If you're familiar with Buffport, just south of Epps, that's where the worst of this storm is at this point. All across 81 miles an hour is what we're clocking there with the wind on this right there on I-20. And as we get here, we're still at 70 with the front end of this storm there at Buffport Road, Epps, Alabama, getting pounding there. Livingston, it's all due north of you, and in between Epps and Livingston is where this is. Anything north of the intersection there of 28, right along there. Here's Demopolis. It's going to cross due north of there on Highway 43. Here's Demopolis headed in that direction if you're watching us from that side. Severe thunderstorm warning is what we're dealing with, but it is until 7:50. So you got 19 minutes remaining on this. A lot of wind with it. As we look at this, 9 minutes. Hickory will have the storm chunky in 14 minutes, and that rain is all over Newton, Mississippi.
Yeah. Newton's getting it pretty hard right now.
Yeah, and again, no warning, but that's the eye of that storm, which will make it to Meridian in 26 minutes.
So you got about 30 minutes before basically the bottom falls out. You could say that, yeah.
Northwest, Lauderdale County getting pouring rain on it right now. But again, we're fortunate no warnings issued for any of this area here. As we get into Newton County, anything east of Decatur to Lauderdale County out to the lake here, as we look at this Center Hill area, across Oak Tibby is heavy, heavy rain there. Be careful if you're traveling any of those areas there. South of Newton, this is going to be Highway 505. A lot of rain right there. This is nasty. This is very nasty up here.
Yeah, it does not look too fun right now in Alabama.
As we look, Old Bluffport is where this is. Here's Demopolis, Old Bluffport. Here's Livingston. It's due east of you. And again, let me zoom in on this. 58 mile an hour shear winds with that one. We're 70 there. 70 on this one as well. And it will be at Rosemont, 19 minutes. Jackson's Quarter in 24 minutes. And then we even got one more over here on 20 that's still sitting here with 81 mile an hour shear winds. If you're traveling I-20, passing that
on the side of the road and just kind of sit there for a little bit, because nearly 90 mile an hour wind.
Yeah, that's and again, and let me restate that so you understand this. We don't have a tornado warning.
That's just wind.
Yeah, it's in the air. Doesn't mean that it's on the ground, but as we've seen 90% of the time, 95%, I'll go more than that, when we get these swirls, it does dip down and cause damage to trees. Can it do more? It can. That right there means that this could turn in, when you see it like that on the radar, it's turning into a twister to where it could do some twisting damage. It's straight line winds, but that could turn into something more. And again, that's right there in the community of Parker, Alabama. Y'all pay attention. That's going to be crossing over Bluffport Road is where that is.
See, this is why I don't like tornadoes. They can just easily just like pick a random house and pick it up.
And they do.
Hurricanes won't do that to you. I'm just saying.
They do.
I'm just saying. Hurricanes are better than tornadoes.
You can plan ahead on that. Let's see what else we've got. We've gotten any... Okay, all right, I got a wreck to put up that has happened in Neshoba County.
I reckon Neshoba.
And I'll get that up
Guys,
here.
how bad is it raining at y'all's house? I need to know. How bad is it raining where you're at right now? It's a nice shower over here in the Bailey area.
Yeah, it is a nice little shower, isn't it?
I believe everyone should get metal roofs so you can hear the rain come down, because it's making me very sleepy. Very, very sleepy. I've been yawning over here this whole time, ever since I heard the rain come down. Let's see, Clark, it's just getting a good bit of rain for right now.
Is that one of the questions we're getting?
Clark County. It's just heavy, heavy rain right now. But it seems like this, whatever is Newton, is heading a little above meridian next 30 minutes or so.
All right, let me get this up to show you. And again, wrecks with this rain are very, very common.
Allen Swamp Road is getting pretty good bit of rain right now. No rain in North Hills. Raining real hard in Collinsville, Wildcat Road.
This is Neshoba County, and somebody struck this tree.
They hit it?
Yeah. And it caused the wreck. There's no injuries. This is on Highway 488. County Road 147, just off of 488 is where this is.
And that person is okay?
Yeah, they're fine there. We got a line down across the road. You see that right there? Mm-hmm. It blends in almost like a snake.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Power line there across the road. So if you're in that area, careful. As we get these pictures in on that. All right, let me check and see if we got any more messages that have.
Let me see.
All right, USM. We got to go back down there and take a look. There's a tornado warning for USM, the University of Southern Mississippi.
USM?
Yeah.
I see, hearing the rain on the metal roof is like the best thing ever, guys. Everyone needs a metal roof at this point. Yeah, Ellie has been kind of making rounds and rounds. She's getting anxious because of the rain. But Sophie does not care at all. She's passed out. The little white dog. She's having issues right now.
She always has issues there. I'm going to put up a what looks like downtown Meridian here in just a second there.
What's in downtown Meridian? Trying to read this radar.
All right, here's a tornado warning that was just issued here until 7:30. Confirmed tornado near Purvis, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Radar confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous. Will be with this storm. It will be near Hattiesburg, Purvis, Rock Hill by 7:05.
So there is a tornado on the ground.
The National Weather Service is saying it's confirmed radar.
Okay.
Which means it is. It didn't actually say it was on the ground, but if you look there, it says.
It basically says it without saying it, kind of.
You need to take this very, very serious there at Hattiesburg.
Okay. Because we have been reading the comments of what y'all been saying about the tornado. We're just making sure before we say anything, you know.
81 miles
doing.
an hour is what this thing is coming across at.
That is all the way in Hattiesburg?
Yeah, here's Hattiesburg right here.
Okay.
Here's Purvis, Mississippi as it crosses there. So if you live in Petal, any of these areas there, you need to be in your safe space now. We've been watching this one back over here build, and it's just come right across there and created that tornado warning. Again, this is the Hattiesburg area. Let me read you the counties that are included with this again. This is going to be northeastern Forest and southeastern Lamar counties. And this will be in effect until 7:30 tonight.
Okay. So Hattiesburg is in the worst because they have a tornado warning
Correct.
right now. Okay.
That tops, we got a lot of wind going over here to Livingston, Alabama, and these areas here, but tornado warning now in the Hattiesburg area. So we want everybody in their safe space around that area. And again, we still got these tornado warnings just due west of there, Bude, Mississippi, until 7:15. So we got 11 minutes remaining on this. We got 20 minutes remaining on this tornado warning until 7:30.
Hopefully it will
25.
get sucked up back in the air and don't keep on the ground.
Yeah, and just move on. But expect this in this southwest corner here of Mississippi, of lower than Meridian. This is where all this stuff's going to focus tonight, right through here. This is going to be the bad area as it comes across Mississippi tonight.
In which area?
This anywhere from Laurel down to Hattiesburg. This area right back over in here, all the way from the state line back over in here. And then that will move on into Mobile area. See how that's moving across there?
Yeah.
Here's Meridian right here. If you can see my arrow right there. And all the way down here is where it's going to be worst.
Worst?
Worse. Yes. Can we get some more thunderstorm warnings? Yes. And we're going to watch these throughout the evening here as this progresses. Watching from Enterprise. Good morning, Lee. Good
morning.
I don't know what time of day it is.
It is 7 p.m. It is not the morning. It is getting close to bedtime for you.
Yeah. My days and nights sort of run together sometimes.
Huh. Ooh, that's some nasty thunder going on right now.
Yeah. We are getting heavy rain here in northern Lauderdale County.
No, but there's no warnings for us. Only warnings are in Hattiesburg, and if you are under a tornado warning, get in your safe spot. That means do not be like, oh, it's going to miss me. No, go in your safe spot because tornadoes are random and it could choose you at any second. So
That's correct.
Take warnings as a real thing is what I like to think. It's better safe than sorry than anything else.
Yeah, just automatically go there. New Augusta, you'll have the storm in 28 minutes. This is 104 miles an hour.
Whew. Could that technically pick up a house 104?
It'll tear
I
it
don't
up.
know.
Well, we were expecting with this possibility of EF2 tornadoes, which runs anywhere from 111 miles an hour to 135 miles an hour. That's a 2. So this would be a 1 if it actually does touch down at this speed. So anything 110 and below would be considered down to, I think, about 90, I think is going to be what would fall a EF1. But this
Still
around
dangerous.
Purvis, Mississippi, you need to be in your safe space.
You see, they're saying tornado on the ground is around Hattiesburg. That's what everyone is saying. There's been some that said 2 or 1. We're not exactly sure.
Tiffany says they're on lockdown in the depot, Home Depot in Hattiesburg. That's the best place that you can be right now.
Honestly, if you are on the road, go into any business and go into the back with the employees. That's the best place to be. It's better than in your car.
Let's look at where this is of what we've got. Here's Petal. And again, this is going to be considered Oak Grove, Mississippi. Here's Highway 589. Central Church. This is going to be Water Madden Road and cross Central Church Road. Now, but don't let that fool you. Let me show you this. When you click on this stuff, see this? This is how wide this storm affects when it comes across. That's how wide this storm is. And as you'll see that, how it takes into effect. See how much territory it takes in?
That's a lot.
So this center right here in the beginning of this is 1 mile wide, and then it makes its way out. Across 98, 59, right there south of Petal. And again, Carl says, don't push this on anybody. Stay away from Ocean Springs. I hear you, brother.
Let me see. I'm pulling up Reed Timmer's live just to see where exactly they're at. See, like I'm saying, I'm looking at the Dominator, and this thing is terrifying to look at. You don't
want to go there.
No.
But here's the storms that we have. If you're in the Hattiesburg area, we want you into your safe space now. This is a confirmed possibility, could touch down. I have not gotten 100% that it is on the ground.
We don't want to say anything. We just want to wait until it's confirmed.
Yeah, it's dangerous, though, beyond dangerous there. I'm checking for...
And it's... Hopefully it will go away pretty quick, is what I'm hoping for. Because it looks like the entirety of Hattiesburg looks pretty nasty. Heavy rainfall, Bailey community, West Lauderdale. Yep, it is really bad around here.
All right, as we look at this, again, it's pouring rain in Lauderdale County, no warnings.
Mm-hmm. And we are good right now. It's only Hattiesburg
Right there.
that we are the most concerned about.
That is the fly zone.
Is she throwing a fit down there?
Well, she wanted to come visit. She wanted to do a little weather tonight as well. And if y'all have not,
She gets bad storm anxiety.
if y'all haven't met Ellie before, this is little Ellie, and she comes over every day to do weather with us and all types of things. And
She does not like stormy weather at all.
she's a very lazy puppy dog.
Oh, well, yeah. The other one is too. That big one on the ground. Look at her. She passed out over there.
But
She's not moved an inch.
and let me say this: if you don't have one of these little fellas, they're the greatest companions you'll ever have in life.
A dog?
Yeah, they love you when nobody else does.
Woo!
All right, we are now on battery backup. We are now on generator.
Whoa!
That froze.
Yeah. Let me check. See if we're still on live.
Oh, yeah,
that was nasty.
Yeah, we're still live, but we do not at this point mess with the cameras.
Ooh. Let me peek out the window just in case, see if the power went out or if it just blinked.
Big power surge there, and again we're running on battery backup, and I'm not sure, Madison, about how do you fix the camera? I don't think you can you?
Unless you close OBS?
Yeah, we'll have to.
Real quick.
Let me
Let's see.
put the camera back up. It still froze.
Yeah, it's froze. Okay.
So we're going to have to just do without cameras because it froze everything. Whatever happened there, there it is.
Generator.
So, Hattiesburg still is what we're watching here. Taylorsville has some thunderstorm activity around it. And we've got this Brookhaven area now under a tornado warning until 8:15. This area, as I've told y'all many times, this is going to be the area down here that we watch for the night to have warnings throughout it. The Meridian area looks to be heavy rain at this point. Demopolis has just now gone under a severe thunderstorm warning in that area there, all the way over to Montgomery. Brookhaven, all of these areas here. Now, as we look at this, this tornado here is packing winds of about 115 miles an hour as we look at this. Right there. This will be downtown Bude, Mississippi within 9 minutes. If you are there, get to your safe space now. Highway 98, Highway 556, Yap Road 3, all of these areas you need to be in your safe space now. It's a very, very dangerous area right now as we watch this south of us. Brookhaven, you're now under this. Let's go back over to Hattiesburg and take a look at what they got.
Your dog is terrified right now.
Yeah, I see that. We're clocking at about this around Purvis, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, around 92 mile an hour shear winds is what we've got. Okay, if you live around Highway 11 area east of Purvis, take shelter now. Lindsay is saying that there could possibly be on
Where's
the ground.
Highway
here.
11?
It's right along in here somewhere. Right here is where she's talking about. This is the storm right here.
Oh, the tornado?
Yes.
Is what they're talking about? Oh.
You need to seek your shelter there. Purvis, Mississippi. All in
Please.
that area there.
Please. And shelter means your bathtub, under the stairs, the lowest point of your house, any place with no windows, all four walls. That's what you need. That's the safest thing you can have.
We cannot stress this. This is the eye of this thing sitting right there on Highway 589 as it cuts across Highway 11. And let me remind y'all of this when it comes to radar. 60 seconds does not sound like a lot. This radar runs within 60 seconds of what's in real time. Now, a lot can happen in 60 seconds, so it could, if you're looking here and if it's moving at 50 miles an hour, it's moving pretty fast across there. Just always know anything that's beside that, you be prepared for. Radars used to be 15 minutes behind. Technology has changed through the years, and this is one of the best that you can get when it comes to tracking tornadoes, and it's just really good. This is going to cross.
How fast are the winds on this thing?
92 is what we've got right there. We're looking at 70 there, and we're looking at 91 right here. That's on top of 489, and it makes its way there. And again, this is the Hattiesburg area, Purvis, Mississippi. Jeannie says moving across that Harold Tucker Road there in that area. Picking up large hail with this as well now.
I'm checking the inbox real quick. Got more pictures of hail coming in from Kemper.
Kemper County. Mm-hmm. Again, very dangerous to Purvis, Hattiesburg area, and that's going to be until 7:30. So we got 14 minutes remaining on this.
I don't know if you saw this. Someone said earlier, damage to West Kemper Baptist on Old Jackson Road, DeKalb.
Have not we got any pictures or anything with that? It was
They just said damage to the church, is what I assume.
All right, let me do this.
Let me check. Bood is bad. Where is that at?
Right over in here, right there.
Yeah, that looks pretty nasty too.
Yeah, Boot is very bad.
Is there any tornadoes over in that area, or is it just?
It's a tornado warning, and it will be there in 10 minutes. If you live in Boot, be in your safe space now. Don't waste time. Go there. Football helmet, if you've got one, put that on. You need to be there as low as you can get there.
Oh yeah, and always wear shoes.
Yes, hard sole shoes.
Yeah, do not wear open-toed, closed-toe shoes are the best you can ever have because you need to protect your feet.
And this is west of Brookhaven is what we're looking at on that.
Let's see, someone's asking about Enterprise.
Enterprise, we don't have any rain going on there. We got showers down here around Bay Springs.
Kind of calmed down here for a second. Thank goodness that rain was getting a little crazy over here. But Hattiesburg, I don't know, every time I look at it, it just looks like it's getting nastier and nastier each time I look at it.
It is. That's what we have at this point. Let's look at Mississippi Power. About 300 people there around Purvis without power, and that's what we're looking at where that storm is right there on Highway 589, Highway 11, is that was brought up in the comments there. That's where we've got confirmed damage right there at Highway 11, Purvis Olo Road. So we're watching that very carefully. Let's go back over to the radar.
Can we look at Brookhaven?
Right there. It is under a tornado warning.
Okay. Getting a lot of reports, Hattiesburg Airport for a tornado. That's what a lot of people are saying. Is Marion going to get anything tonight other than rain? Probably just thunderstorms,
Rain and
that's about
thunderstorms.
it.
Yeah, that's what we're expecting. Again, it's going to be all of this area that we're looking at here that's going to be under the gun tonight.
Unless, like, these storms suddenly take a turn.
Yeah.
Probably not. We will not get one.
We got a special weather statement including Newton County. This will impact northern Jasper and central Newton counties through 7:45. Doppler radar picked up a strong thunderstorm tracking near Lewin, near Bay Springs, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. And again, that's just a special weather statement. It's not a warning. They may issue one here in a minute. You got a lot of storms coming out of here of Taylorsville that is moving toward the Newton area. Alabama, it's still just as bad over here with this wind that is coming down. Anywhere around Brownstown, Alabama, if you're at Demopolis, Alabama, it's pounding on y'all at this point if you're watching us from that.
Someone said Reed is where Boot is at right now. That's where he's chasing the storm right now.
Large tornado on the ground east of Boot heading to Brookhaven. And let's just go back over here and take a look at that.
So we've jumped from Hattiesburg to Boot.
Right over here. They're not all that far apart. Here's Boot, and it is headed toward the Brookhaven area there, is what Lindsay is talking about there.
Oh. You see, you notice how it changed within a couple of seconds? Like, Boot was pretty okay, and then all of a sudden, it changed.
Dude, let me pull this up, and
Ooh, what's this? Oh, the wind?
Wind gust. Let's just, and then that's wind gust of about 15 miles an hour. Again, this is not storm. This is just wind gust, period,
Yeah.
is what this is. Wind speeds at about 6, 7 along in there. But again, that's totally different than what we're looking at and again, this is above the ground. It means it could drop down at any time. And I think we're going to find out we do have damage in those areas.
Let's see, Meridian's fine. We're good.
Jeannie says tornado southwest of Dixie moving toward Camp Shelby. So if you're in that area,
Please take cover, please.
yes, right there. This is just sitting right on top of Bood, right here. Here's Meadville. There's Bood there. Highway 84 runs into it at the intersection of 98.
Whew. Yes, please take cover if you're in that area. And what, that one is the tornado, it says?
Yeah, it's moving northeasterly, and we'll be at Monroe in 6 minutes, and to Quinton in 12 minutes, McCall Creek, Shucktown 21 minutes, in those areas there.
Are any of these tornadoes on track to come to Meridian? No. Unless something changes, no. Nothing is coming to the Meridian area besides severe thunderstorms.
And as you'll see here, let's just look at this where this thunderstorm is here. This will be at Lauderdale in 13 minutes and to Painville, Alabama in 27 minutes. This is crossing 39. Here's Northeast High School crossing 39. We'll cross 45, as you'll see there. Right through there. And we got another storm right inside Kemper County on 45, just north of Lauderdale, moving toward Alabama. It'll be in Bowlage in about 25 minutes. And again, it's a lot of rain coming down with it at this point. Our main concern that we're watching tonight is due south of Meridian as we go to the Hattiesburg area, Purvis, Mississippi. We've had numerous reports that there is damage here in these areas here around Hattiesburg, Petal. As we look at this, sheer winds are just rampant through here at 60. We've got that one at 58. Got another one here at about 70 miles an hour there on Highway 50, Interstate 59. Just there at Purvis is where this is. Highway 11, we've had this brought up several times where there might be damage here. Highway 11, we've had it mentioned numerous times there. 98, 11 in those areas there. And this will be moving toward Good Luck in 5 minutes and then on to Macedonia in about 7 minutes if you're there. Use caution, be in your safe space. If you've got a tornado shelter, do that. If you've waited too late to get out, if you don't have a tornado shelter, get into a hallway that has no windows, the centermost part of your home. go there. Brookhaven is in the lines of this coming out of Bude, Mississippi, moving northeasterly out of Bude toward Brookhaven. Showers all around Lauderdale. Numerous thunderstorms with heavy winds around Demopolis, Alabama, Greensboro, making its way toward Marion, Uniontown, and those areas there. As we look at, here's some stuff that was mentioned. Golf ball size hail, golf to baseball size hail, was Highway 452 there in Neshoba County. That's being reported.
You know when the power blinked? Mama said lightning struck at the house. That's why all our power blinked.
So
'cause
something
lightning
did.
struck.
We did have a lightning strike here, or close to us anyway.
Yes, yeah, that's why our power blinked.
So are we back on power, or are we still on generator?
We've been on power.
Okay, it blinked
we
and
never
come
got
back.
off. It just blinked because of the lighting. We're
Okay.
good. Let's see, what did I miss?
Okay, we got a new tornado warning.
Where?
This is going to be for Perry County until 8:15. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles northwest of McLaurin or 8 miles northeast of Purvis, moving at 45 miles an hour.
Is that near Brookhaven where it's been
No,
at?
this is back around Hattiesburg.
Oh, okay.
Here's Hattiesburg here. It's just the next county over. And again, this is exactly what I told you would be happening here in lower Mississippi tonight.
It'd be getting pretty nasty.
Yeah, and it's there.
It came right on time because you did say 20 to 30 minutes, and it came on.
And it's being reports of damage in there. We have not got confirmation from the National Weather Service as to what has happened there. Brookhaven, you need to be in your safe space.
All of Brookhaven. It don't matter where you're at. All of Brookhaven needs
Yeah.
to be in their safe spot at this point. Because do y'all see how much lightning is striking?
Yeah, that's
And all
serious.
different, all that wind, all that different things of wind. I would be just bunkering down there for the entire night. I wouldn't move at all. Make a little hut down there. Pine Grove, east of Hattiesburg, received a damage. Whew.
Lindsay, do you know the extent of that? Of what you could tell us? What are you hearing on the local level there? If you could pass that along to us. And again, if anybody has pictures of where they are, pass it along to us in the inbox so we can
Mama's
share
been
that.
uploading them.
Okay.
So let me check the page and see if anything new's been uploaded, because I know we've been getting a lot of hail pictures from Kemper.
Right.
Let me check. Let's see, I'm not seeing much.
Again, in Lauderdale County, we got thunderstorms, and at this point, that's it. There's nothing else with that other than thunderstorms at this point. Thank goodness. Still a lot of wind, thunderstorm activity going over here in Demopolis, Alabama, and that will go until 8:15 also. So you've got 45 minutes remaining on that thunderstorm warning as it goes across there. Numerous storms moving into the Bay Springs area. We don't have a warning issued for that, but it is nonetheless heavy. We got a lot of rain in Newton, Highway 15, north or south of Newton there. It's a lot of rain in the area, so use caution in that area. Richton, Mississippi to our south is under a tornado warning now.
I'm sorry, I was replying to the inbox.
That's okay. Those are our areas. Our areas. Bude, the actual town of Bude now is out of it. It has moved due east of there and moving toward Brookhaven now. But as we watch this, numerous stuff here in the Purvis area, if you'll see this. Now, downtown Purvis is clear now. That's going to be running out. It's 7:30. That's got 60 seconds remaining on as we move across here. This is moved to the Highway 98 area. Look at that rain that we've got there.
Someone said trees are down everywhere around Lamar County. Widespread damage. I can imagine how bad the damage will be after this moves out and we can actually see everything.
USM fine now.
Oh, that's good. I really hope Hattiesburg will be okay.
And if you'll see here, USM sits here. So it has moved past USM. Look at the hail that we've got there. River Road is the name of that street where that is just pouring down right now. You still need to be in your safe space here. I'm getting tongue-tied as we get into this Lady and Petal, anywhere around New Augusta, Beaumont. You need to be there now. Still watching this over around Brookhaven as well. Let's see what else we've got. The county and the state. This is shrinking over here by Demopolis, which is good. We got a storm here.
Can I ask you?
All right, I'm going to let Madison take over here for just a second here and describe a few things to you that she sees on radar.
My gosh. Hi, guys. I get to take over. Let's see. What are we looking at? Let me take a peek at Hattiesburg right now. Oof. It's looking really rough in Hattiesburg. We still have the warnings going on right now for it. Can I click and see? How long it'll last? I don't think it'll let me click. But they're definitely still under that warning right now. And then back over here toward Brookhaven, it looks like some things have let up around Brookhaven. There's not as many of these warnings over here. So that's good, but you are still under a tornado warning. 100%. I don't know where it's going to go. I think it's going to go up toward north, up here. From what I am following. Boot is still in the area. It's moving out of it pretty quickly, but it's still in the heavy area of it. Reed Timmer is intercepting tornadoes south of Brookhaven. So he's probably somewhere down here. Waynesboro, prepare yourselves. Lightning have been really, really bad. Lightning has been really bad. Let's see. None of this is headed toward Collinsville. Most that we will get is thunderstorms and rain. And if anyone has any updates on the damage, please send it to us so we can see how bad it is. Let me check the page and see if there's been anything uploaded so far. Bad thunder, lightning in Delwood right now. I'm hearing it out in Bailey right now. me check and see. We have more hail and some trees down. There's a tree down on 493 Old Jackson Road. Moscow and DeKalb is tree down. Let's see. And go back up here. Let's take a peek. And see, Marion is getting a bunch of rain. Nothing bad. Most of it is going toward Livingston, Alabama. Let's see, Newton is starting to clear up over here. No warnings over here. Laurel is good. And it seems like all of this is heading straight into Alabama. Down here in Hattiesburg. It's heading straight over to Alabama. Philadelphia is good. It's just a bunch of rain right now. Nothing bad. A good bit of these places, they're just getting rain. There's only 2 places of concern, and that is Brookhaven and Hattiesburg right now. Those are the only 2 major places right now. Lots of power outages, prayers for linemen. Yes, please pray for the linemen and first responders. We had a picture up earlier of them prepping for the weather at the mall, them getting ready for all of this. The Enterprise is good. It might get some heavy rain, but that's about it from what I'm seeing. No. Clarkdale, I do not think it's going to get bad. Most that we will have is some thunderstorms and lots of rain. Let me refresh the page, see if there's anything updated. Woof. Look at all these alerts, guys. Oh my God. Left the other one out there?
Yeah, she's still there.
I just refreshed the page for you.
Okay.
I can say I do not know the map at all.
I appreciate.
A lot of people's been asked about Jasper, Russell. I don't know where that's at.
All right, as we
Just
get
kind of poking around.
again, Lauderdale County, as we look at the big picture here, no warnings, but we do have a lot of thunderstorm activity up near Lauderdale, Mississippi tonight. We have a storm that's here in the northeastern corner of Newton County, moving toward Lauderdale County. That will be here by, in 11 minutes, make its way to Chambersville across here. And again, no warning, but it's coming across there, heavy rain from Hickory to Decatur to Chunky. As we move down, we see a lot happening here in Smith County. We have a special weather statement here for Lewin, Montrose area, and into Newton County there for a few more minutes.
Thanks, guys, for the compliments. I know how to yap, not read a map. Yeah, Hattiesburg is in big, prayers.
Yes.
Let's see. We do not know if it hit Forest General Hospital. We're not sure about the damage. All we know... Oh, what was it earlier? There was some damage, but we had no pictures of it so far.
All right. Now, this is, as you get down into here, this is in decreasing in intensity as we look at this. We still have 58-mile-an-hour shear winds associated with this tornado warning that is out there. Lots of hail involved with this, and this is Beaumont. This area right here is going to be New Augusta. The worst of the rain, Indian Springs, Mississippi, as we look at this. Here's Petal. This is just to the east of there. There's USM. And again, this tornado warning will run until about 8:15. So we got 20,
About 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, remaining on that. As we go across here, Brookhaven still. Now again, this is looking better than it did also a few minutes ago.
And so we got trees down on County Road at 737. Bunch of trees down. Pictures in the inbox, yeah. Trees
Okay.
down County Road at 737.
All right, we got somebody working on getting that up, or do we need to do it?
Mama is, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, more Hell and Kemper. Got some pictures of lightning striking at NAS Meridian.
Let's as we watch, let's see
Okay.
what we got here. Let's just refresh this and see what we got new that was put onto the page.
I found Lindsay's DM. She said Storm Chaser Adam is stating structure damage, power pole snapped in Pine Grove community in Hattiesburg storm from earlier. That's the damage I was talking about that got damaged. There we go.
That's going to be NAS Meridian there. Look at that lightning there.
Yeah, there's a ton of lightning going on right now. A lot of it.
As you can see, now let me blow this up. This is what this rain, look how tough that is.
Ooh, that looks like the roads are iced.
Yeah, that's hail that had come through. That's what it looks like. Pretty serious there. We appreciate that video as well. And then, no, we didn't have this earlier.
We didn't.
Here's what we got with power lines down on a home, and I believe this is going to be in Neshoba County. Look at that.
Ooh, there is a ton of trees down everywhere.
East Main Dollar General there in Philadelphia. Thank you, Hannah. We appreciate you sending that in. Old Jackson Road, this is Kemper County. That's virtually, I'm sure they got crews headed out now trying to get that stuff out.
Oh, they're probably all over the place right now. Because like I said earlier, they were getting prepped for this at the mall earlier.
Look how much hail. This is Highway 493. Look at the amount of hail in this street. Y'all, that's some of the worst that I've seen come through this area. And then we're back to
Okay.
that wreck there. I've got a there it is.
How'd that TV come on?
We got that. All right, let's do a rundown of what we've got across the state there. Still heavy rain. Lauderdale County in the northeastern corner there, as we look at Dalewood, getting heavy rain all around Lauderdale. As we come down through that, we'll still have heavy showers in eastern Newton County as well also. We see that we've got showers in Jasper County, not as heavy as they were. Smith County raining pretty good in the northern portion of Smith County as well. Now, we still have the 2 tornado warnings that are still into play. And, all right, here's what we're getting from the National Weather Service now. Damage to an office building reported, Lamar County there. Emergency management reported office building damage there. So, without a doubt, there was some form of tornadic activity here as this thing moves slowly across there.
Across Hattiesburg?
Yeah. Again, this thing is doing roughly 70 miles an hour sheer winds with this. This is Beaumont, Mississippi. This is Highway 15. This is Highway 29.
So it's passed over to Alabama at this point?
Do what's that now?
The storm has passed over to Alabama?
It depends on what part of Alabama you're talking about. Let's look at this tornado warning here, and then we'll look at Alabama. This area here is going to be considered McSwain, Mississippi, and again, the area road, Highway 15, here's Highway 42. That intersection there, the worst of what we've got is Highway 42, the intersection of Buck Creek Road. That is where the worst of the activity that we've got going on down here. It is all types of activity going on there.
Yeah, Meridian's going to be fine. Yeah, Meridian's going to be fine. Clarkdale area is going to be fine. We're just going to get a bunch of heavy rain and tornadoes. Not tornadoes. Thunderstorms. My bad.
Couldn't help but say it, could you?
No, because that's what we've been all talking about is tornadoes the entire time.
I'm not sure. Did your camera quit also? Let me look here.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
it's
did.
stuck.
Poor Ellie.
She is not.
She got stuck on national television. Again, as we're pulling up this and looking at this tornado warning expires at 8:15, so we've got 30 minutes remaining on this around Brookhaven. You still need to be in your safe space. But by far, we can have tornadoes in either place, but y'all look at this as we come down here and for northern Perry County. Perry County is just really, really catching it right now. Baseball size hail is what has been reported with some of this. Now, if you live near Hintonville, if you live near Benmore, Sand Hill, these areas there, it is bad. You need to be in your safe space. If you live anywhere along Highway 15 in Perry County, be there now. Highway 42 area, south of 42 down to Highway 98 is the area that we're concentrating on.
Let's see, which places had these tornadoes?
Right here, this is Perry County, and then we've got it at Brookhaven.
So there's still a tornado.
This
Brookhaven.
Yes, tornado warning still there. This by far is the intensity is much worse in Perry County right now than anywhere in the state of Mississippi. Brewer, Richton, Mississippi will have this in about 3 minutes. Smithtown, 24 minutes. Carson City, you'll have this storm. And the areas that we're talking about is New Augusta, Beaumont, this here in Perry County, lying in between Highway 15 and east of 29.
How is South Haven looking? Yeah, Meridian is okay. The Meridian area is okay. We're just getting thunderstorms.
And you'll see we got more showers there moving into Newton County right now, Madison, and that's going to come across a pretty good little storm moving toward Collinsville right now as well.
Yeah.
That'll be at Center Hill in about 11 minutes, Obadiah in 14 minutes.
So we're just getting lots of heavy rain.
But this southwest corner of Newton, all right, lots more hail picking up down here to the south. Let's check here and see what else we got going on here. Roughly 1,000 people in this area without power here is what we're looking at. This is where Purvis, all of this went through just a few moments ago. Again, that's power outages, roughly 932 south of Hattiesburg without power there as we look at that. This is the area where the storm is now, right through here. All right, what part of Alabama was somebody asking about a minute ago? We have a special weather statement that's been said about Lauderdale County. A strong thunderstorm will impact northeastern Lauderdale County through about 8 p.m. Doppler radar picked this up, moving about 35 miles an hour near Kewanee, Cuba area. So if you're in those areas there, Keep that in mind. There's no warning, but it's just saying it's cutting a rug right through that area there. Kewanee. Newton, Mississippi will have this storm in about 12 minutes. Madison is making its way
Just
there.
the thunderstorms.
Right.
No tornadoes. I just have to be clear. No tornadoes. I don't want to accidentally scare anyone. No tornadoes. We are good in the Meridian area. I say his thunder was very loud in my ear. We are good. It's just
and we don't even have a thunderstorm warning. We just have a tornado watch through 11 o'clock tonight. We're clicking.
It's a watch. We're just making sure.
Kewanee, Julie wanted to know what was going on there. Yeah, a strong thunderstorm making its way through Kewanee. No warning. It's just a very, very strong storm making its way across there. As you look at Clark County right now, we don't really have anything going on there. It all lies to the west of you. North of Bay Springs, we're still seeing showers there. In Jasper County, heavy rain moving up on Montrose area. Smith County, that watermelon country, it is some kind of big in there. Taylorsville still getting a lot of rain, and we still have our two tornado warnings that we have been watching for the longest that has caused damage. Now, what I can tell you is, it's getting louder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting pretty nasty. But like I said, that's just I almost said it again. It's just thunderstorms.
Now, as we update this, Greene County, Mississippi, now under a tornado warning also. Perry County that's moved over, and this will carry until 8:30 also. So you got 40 minutes remaining on that as we look at this as it makes its way across here. The tornado was located over Beaumont, or 11 miles south of Richton, and is moving to the east at roughly 40 miles an hour. Uh, 81 mile an hour shear winds associated with the storm around Beaumont right now. Again, Perry County is where we are. It's moved to the eastern side of this as it goes across. This western side will run out at 8:15, and then the second one that they just put out will go until 8:30 for those down here. This is all east of Hattiesburg. Again, it's way away from the Meridian market, but still the same. We got a lot of friends that live in that area. Each of you do. Let's just go back here and take a look. As we're looking at this there, right on top of 55, this thing has 104 mile an hour shear winds associated with it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Georgetown, it'll be there in 23 minutes, and we'll be at Brookhaven in roughly 5 minutes. So if you're at Brookhaven, you need to be in your safe space. It is bad all around Brookhaven at this point. I haven't seen that. You're right, Lindsay. Greene and Perry County under that tornado warning there. Again, if you're anywhere around Brookhaven, you need to be in your safe space immediately and get to it now. Don't waste any more time. It is upon you as we have this tornado warning that will run until 8:15, and all indicators have the storm in or around Brookhaven. And again, how this stuff works, you've seen it so many times after a tornado, how it will destroy 2 homes, pick up, skip 5, jump back down, take 1 home. So no place is safe. But know that it is in the area all around there. And let's look at some of these highways. 55, the corridor around 84, the intersection of I-59 right there. 51 if you live around 51, 184 if you live there, 583. Those areas there is the danger zone right now around Brookhaven. 51 coming into town, that intersection of 84, those are your two main ones there, and I-55, those three roads there. Some of the worst weather that you're going to have. Let's look at that. Now back over to our east. Again, we watch this. This is pretty dangerous as well, as they've extended it to the east over here and put this until 8:30 tonight. 81 mile an hour shear winds all around Beaumont at this point, located on top of Highway 15. This will be at Bothwell in 10 minutes, Smithtown in 16, Kittrell. It'll get there in about 22 minutes. Now, let's go back up and just go back over a few things that's going on around this area. Let's start up here. Noxubee County, you're looking good. We have storms. They're going to be headed out of League, out of Kosciuszko area toward Winston County. Expect it to be raining there in just a few moments there as it comes into that Highway 25 area in the western portion of Winston County. Carthage, we've got strong thunderstorms, nothing to be too concerned about, but it is strong thunderstorms. Newton, Mississippi, it's raining cats and dogs, as they say. This will be in Newton within 8 minutes. If you're in that area this afternoon watching this, you've got a lot of rain. As we come across Lauderdale County, you see what's happening there from Montrose, Lewin up through Newton, Jasper County into Newton County, and you follow it. Heavy rain over to I-20. No warnings. York, Alabama, you got a storm. I see somebody, Pam asked about it. You got a storm sitting right on top of you. It will be there within 1 minute at this point. It will be at Livingston in 14 minutes and carry on. This is toting about 58 mile an hour shear winds as it goes across York, Alabama. So as we look at this, here's Alabama 17. This is going to be cutting across the York Cemetery area. Booth Street sitting right on top of that. We'll cross Almond Street as we go across. Livingston, Alabama, you are in the path of this. It will move from York to Livingston here in a little bit. And again, at this point, it's just a special weather statement. But boy, it sure is a lot of rain coming down on you at this point. I don't want to. It's just heavy. Special weather statement issued for y'all. Carthage, again, still raining heavy as we move down this and watch this. Bay Springs there at the hospital, boy, it's pouring rain there. As you look at equipment, nothing going on there. Will you get wet in equipment? You absolutely will.
Maybe a lot of wet.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of rain come through equipment here in a little bit.
Whew. And so has anything calmed down since I had to go check up on something?
I'm trying to see if we debris up to, that's for the storm approaching, I-55. Our main concerns of safety at this point is Brookhaven, Mississippi, and then as we get down to Richton, Mississippi, and these areas here until 8:30. Perry County and Central Greene County until 8:30. We've got a tornado warning that is listed for y'all, and then we'll make its way right on into Chatham, Alabama as we look at that.
So it sounds like this tornado is really rough.
Yeah, it's very rough.
Is what I'm seeing. So this is basically what they were expecting earlier to happen, just around here.
Yeah, and you know, as you look at this map, how this let me turn the radar off for a moment. All of this yellow is saying that this could have went anywhere in that yellow zone.
Yeah.
Typically, earlier today, all indications were that it was going to be here, but it, for whatever reason, went south of Meridian.
Yeah, because this is what we were expecting way early. That's why we had all those early dismissals and store closings and everything from this weather. You good?
Yeah, me and Ellie trying to figure it all out over here. She's actually climbed up on the
She's been tucking her tail in, going in circles for the past hour. She's been so freaked out.
weather, and it does scare a lot of puppy dogs. If you've got a puppy dog, let them stay in the utility room if nothing else.
And our other dog left the room and she just wanted to go snore in the hallway. She does not care at all.
She's older. She deserves
She
it.
does not
told me.
care.
The older you get, the less you care about things like that. And I have to attend to her, agree with her on a few things.
What, your dog?
Yeah.
Dog getting older?
We have a new tornado warning.
Where?
This is going to be for northeastern Lincoln. It's going to be for Lawrence and for western Jefferson Davis County until 9 p.m. as we look at this. Again, a new one as this comes across here, and we're going to see this throughout these evening hours. It's going to be rough in these areas there. Brookhaven still getting a pounding right now. This is sitting right on top of Highway 84. And as you'll see, this warned area, it's following Highway 84 right toward the Monticello area. So we include you now. If you live in Monticello, you need to be in your safe space, hunkered down as far as you can get, and be prepared for storms to approach. This thing, this system, this tornado warning coming along, and again, this, as we talk about activity, this is one of those that could be on the ground very easily. Now, I am not there. I don't see it, but as I look at the numbers on radar, this is at a 7.2. This could very well be on the ground.
So where's this new one at? Is it still Brookhaven?
Yeah, Brookhaven, and it's traveling east to Monticello. And your numbers, mathematically, as you look at this scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this, 10 being the worst? Anytime that you have a tornado warning and then you've got these swirls that show up on radar, and it's over 7, anything over 7 is most likely, not guaranteed, but most likely could and touch down on the ground. The likelihood of this being on the ground is bigger than anything else we've got on radar. We look back here. This is also at a 7.2. And this is as well. All of this, any one of these could touch down and be doing damage. It could be on the ground now as we look at this. So anywhere around Brookhaven, Highway 84 to Monticello, you need to be in your safe space in there right now.
Oh, and Lindsay did say that other tornado that was in Brookhaven, she said it was a wedge tornado. It was a pretty nasty one, and now a new one is coming up. So it looks like it's getting pretty bad.
All right, we're going to get rid of this person here. We had someone, and thank goodness y'all mentioned that, of a spammer being in there.
Multiple spammers throughout the night, a bunch of children in the chat, so just don't listen and ignore them.
Yeah, we'll delete them, block them as we can there, as I catch them.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Now, significant rain is all over Newton County. Jody Pennington's deputies are out tonight, and I know as they come across this stuff, they'll be in touch with the road departments throughout Newton County should there be any tree limbs. But what you've got to remember tonight through early tomorrow, let's say at least through 10 o'clock, watch where you go, drive slower on these roads, because we've had so much wind come across this, and you can't cover every inch of roadway in these counties. Deputies will be out all night. They got crews that drive, but it's easy to miss. The less traveled a road, the more chances are there's going to be something in it when you come around a curve. It's wet. We want you to be beyond safe.
Well, thank you, Lindsay, for all of the stuff that you're sending with the debris. Thank you.
We do appreciate that.
Let's see, Highway 19 is fine. All of toward Philadelphia, we're just getting big thunderstorms. Nothing bad in our area. The biggest concern is Brookhaven and around the Hattiesburg area, but it seems like it's moved away from Hattiesburg and it's going toward Alabama right now.
It is. All right. We just had one tornado warning canceled here, and this is going to pick up with this new one that was issued until 8:30. So we got 24 minutes remaining on this, and this is going to be for Greene County, Mississippi.
And don't be shocked if, like, we come on here tomorrow and confirm all the tornadoes and their EFs. Because it does take a while to determine how big or small a storm was. So it probably is. Someone said is an EF 3 to 5 in Brookhaven. I would not be shocked.
But they'll have crews out
and analyzing everything.
Yeah, and again, I haven't actually seen pictures of this, that, and the other. And again, it has to. They go out and they measure all this. I've watched these guys. They'll come from Jackson, wherever their damage is, and do this. Some are big, some are small. We'll find out. But I expect both of these areas here to have some form of something to report tomorrow for sure from the National Weather Service. Big one on Brookhaven right now. It is just looking nasty. So that's two separate tornadoes right now, right? We got two. We got the leading edge of this storm, which has damage to it, and this is the back end of the storm, and both are producing enough wind to drop down. Here on the front end of this is at that leading this storm is a 7. Don't take for a minute that, and again, it's just like imaginary lines. You never know what a storm is going to do, so this could potentially touch down. It will be at Monticello in 10 minutes, Hooker within 17 minutes, and then on to Lucas in 23 minutes. And again, this thing is a very dangerous storm. As we see, a lot of people are saying debris. There's a lot of debris in the air, massive debris ball right now. That's scary. And that's going to be in the Brookhaven area, yes. And this is just following basically Highway 84 is what it's doing. Moving due east is what it's doing. And Lindsay said only National Weather Service servers can say what EF scale there is. It's rated by the damage done to the area. So I can see them saying it's probably going to be EF 4 to 5 tomorrow because that's high. That's high. That's again what they were predicting. It could be an EF 2. Yeah. But again, until they survey, there's no way to actually know. But like it's looking pretty rough, by my guesstimation. I'm guessing. I'm not an expert, by the way. You're guys. Guessing. I'm a yapper. I'm not going to guess on something that I don't have the evidence on. But we are getting reports of debris and things in the air, and so we have had damage there, and we'll have to wait to hear from the National Weather Service. There's no way to know what it is tonight. None whatsoever. Structure fire. Lightning struck a structure in Center Hill area, Highway 495. That would have been near us a little bit ago. It's a house fire. The fire department is on the way. Okay. That's y'all look at Carthage there. Look at that rain. This storm has been massive. Okay, it was not a fire. Not a fire? Yeah, I just got word that after the fire department got there, it was not a fire. Okay. But it did get struck, but there is no fire. Okay, good. Okay. The Brookhaven tornado is massive. With those two different things, why did I call it things? Two different tornadoes at one time. I can imagine how nasty it is over there right now. And as you said, this is County Road 737, and I don't think it tells us what county this is in. because we're covering a lot of territory right now. I'm not sure where that is. So when you send in, since we're covering a huge area across Mississippi, let us know the county that you're getting this stuff in. And again, that's pretty. This is Purvis, and again, that's damage.
It's pretty nasty.
And as you'll see here, let's zoom in on this. Yeah, it's been a tornado go through there, and again, they could classify what we've been seeing as a straight line wind. We'll have to see.
Let's see. Where is Monticello at?
Okay, this is Kemper County.
That's Kemper. Ooh.
This is near the coal plant. Look at that. And you've got to remember, the storm that moved through Kemper County was not even a tenth of the storm that was south of us.
Yes.
And then we're back to that NAS Meridian picture that we had earlier.
Look at Monticello real quick.
Right there, it's coming up on Monticello now. If you're there in Monticello, you need to be in your safe space now, Madison.
Yeah, this is a tornado right now. On the ground, yes.
It's
I can't say.
Yeah, you can't
legally.
say. It has all of the signs that it could drop down out of the air. I can't put my life and raise my right hand and say I know it's on the ground, but the likelihood of something happening right there is very, very strong. This is Highway 84 coming into Monticello right now. This will reach the Hooker community, which is right here in 12 minutes on the other side.
So please, if you are in Monticello, Brookhaven, please stay in your safe spot, please. Meridian is okay. 0 is okay. All of the Meridian, Lauderdale County areas, we are okay. It's just thunderstorms. No tornadoes here, just heavy thunderstorms.
That's right.
See, huge wedge tornado ripping through Monticello right now is what they're saying.
And that would be right there is what we're watching. And this goes along with what I've been saying is you look at the numbers on that scale of 1 to 10. This is at 7-1. Anything over 7 can touch down, and it certainly looks like it could do that. Now again, so if you're in Monticello, be in your safe space now. If you live near Silver Creek, it's going to be on you in 15 minutes. And both of these, and again, the winds with both of these are running roughly 104 miles an hour. Ooh. Now, 104 miles an hour is going to back down to an EF1. But
that's still pretty nasty,
it's very nasty. It will tear up a lot of things.
Let's see, Philadelphia area, we're okay. It's just Monticello that we're really looking at heavily.
This is getting better. They've shrunk this area here. Clark, Mississippi. Jonathan, Mississippi.
I see 19-year owls are starting to calm down for now. I saw a comment around, they said 8th Street is starting to get a lot of rain.
What is?
Or AutoZone.
That's Greene County, Mississippi is where that is. If you'll notice that Newton County is getting flooded right now.
Let's see, how is Raleigh? Raleigh?
Who's Raleigh? Raleigh.
Raleigh?
I didn't know what you meant by that. It's Raleigh, Mississippi.
Yours Raleigh, not Raleigh?
Yeah, it's Raleigh, Mississippi.
Okay, well.
Right there.
Okay, Raleigh's good. Raleigh. Gosh.
Courthouse right there.
Okay, they're good. Raleigh
Yes.
is good. Okay.
That's what you're learning tonight.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. There's a heavy thunder in Briarwood area right now. Yeah, it's looking nasty. It's been a while since we've had a storm like this in the area. It's been about a year since we've had something bad. You see, the thing is, I am from here. I just don't have an accent at all, and we don't know why. I just don't have an accent like everybody else.
We're working to find out what happened.
I must be adopted. That's just what it is.
It may be, and I just didn't know about it.
See, look at the picture Mama just posted on the page. It's with the tornado in Monticello. Am I saying that right too, by the way?
Monticello, yes.
No, right. Just making sure, because I can't pronounce anything either. This is the tornado that is in Monticello right now. Do you see all these trees knocked down in that picture? In the front? It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see them like being knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently I'm not adopted.
Your mama is trying to say you're not adopted.
I don't know about that.
All right, let's go back over here, and we're going to take a quick look at radar here. I'm going to get Madison to handle this for just a second.
I'm back. Is it Meridian? We're good in Meridian. Just thunder, heavy rain. No, there is no EF5 coming to Meridian at all. Most that we are getting is just heavy rain and thunder storms. There is not an EF5 headed toward our way. Yes, Reed is chasing the one in Monticello. He is down here right now. He is chasing it as we speak. Let's see, we got some heavy winds coming. I've got Ellie at my feet staring at me like I'm supposed to do something to help her, but I can't. I cannot stop the weather. I see Lincoln County is under a catastrophic category. Oh my Lord. I'm going through the comments right now just to make sure I haven't missed anything yet. Yes, it's raining very, very hard in Bailey right now. There's no tornado in Meridian, no. We're getting a lot of lightning right now. Let me refresh the page and see. Let me check up on this right here. Let's see, in about 30 minutes it will be in Mount Olive, and hopefully by then it will have calmed down and not be a tornado. And this one, Silver Creek, Mount Olive. Most of it looks like it's going toward Mount Olive right now. Good Lord. Get out of my face. Okay. Yeah, light rain in East Quitman. Heavy rain and lightning in Martin. Delwood is just mostly thunderstorms and rain. Two pages. Okay, got it. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I'm looking over here. At Tusuba, Marion, Meridian, we're all good. Just heavy rain. Enterprise, we're good. Equipment, we're good. The only thing that we are mostly looking at is Monticello right now. So all of the other areas we're pretty okay. We're in the pretty okay area, you know. Some winds, maybe some trees, you know, flopping back and forth, but we're not going to get anything heavy. But again, it can change. Because like I was saying earlier, this came out of like, ooh, that was a lot of lightning outside. Holy mess. This just kind of spawned out of nowhere. Got bad real quick. It looks like we got 2 down here. Did we have 2 earlier right here?
Yes.
Looks like there's...
That is shrinking.
We still got that, and then...
The intensity of that is going down.
Monticello is still in the big bad area. And then I got a message saying Lincoln County is under a catastrophic category. Whatever that means. I don't know.
That would be a classification from the National Weather Service.
Observed tornado.
Observed.
Yes. That's what I got.
That's the real deal on that.
On Lincoln. Well,
Lincoln County.
I'm not exactly sure where Lincoln is at. I got more pictures of hell in the inbox.
Okay. Now again, just to give you a prime example of how Mother Nature works, 2 hours ago, future radar scan didn't even show that this could happen in northern Lauderdale County. It was very small. It just shows you how quickly things can change when it comes to what Mother Nature decides she's going to do. You can predict all you want, but at the end, she makes the choice.
Yeah, it can change really quickly. You never know what's going to happen.
Again, let's look at these areas here. What we back right in here, coming in from the National Weather Service. We're also getting confirmation here. Confirmed tornado touchdown was observed at 88D radar network, Garden City. Right there. Here's Bude, and we got another confirmed sighting there. So this is basically, if you look at this, has been following a path due east toward Hattiesburg. And this thing just about to make its way into to Alabama here. The intensity is a lot, it has shrunk a lot. Let me turn this back on here. That goes until 8:30, so we got 8 minutes remaining on this. And we'll go to 9 o'clock, so we got 38 minutes remaining on this. Lauderdale County, we're again just watching extremely heavy amounts of rain. Now, Neshoba County, once again getting covered in rain. Special weather statement has been issued for...
Bless you.
Had to sneeze there. I apologize about that. As we look at Winston County, we got a special weather statement. A strong thunderstorm will impact Winston County through about 8:30, so we got about 7 minutes remaining on this. It's moving at about 55 miles an hour, wind gust of about 40, and penny-size hail with this. Louisville, Knox Pater, and Mill Creek will be affected by this storm. And as you'll see, there's still heavy rain there coming out of Neshoba County. Now, we see that we got a little storm that's popping up here in Jasper County that's going to be entering Lauderdale County. No warnings with this, but it will be at New Fellowship within 7 minutes. Reach Bassick City in 21 minutes, and then on into Savoy and Lost Gap in about 25 minutes, this lower portion of Lauderdale County here. Let's see here, and I appreciate the bless you. Them sneezes come out of nowhere. We're still watching 2 tornado warnings to our south. We got one that's going to expire in 6 minutes, and another one that will make it another 30 minutes. Now, as we look here, Demopolis, Alabama, our friends over there are under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. We don't have any tornado warnings in Alabama at all. Let me just show you how this works out of what you've got. Flash flooding here around Montgomery. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning around Demopolis, Alabama until 9 o'clock. The worst of the weather in Alabama is going to be rocked by what's coming out of here later. We don't have anything going on in Louisiana, so what's happening now will most likely be the end of what happens to us in the next little bit.
So where exactly is this tornado heading?
It's moving to the northeast here, as you'll see here, following toward Prentice. The warning cut shy of reaching Prentice out of Monticello. But it's moving east is what it's doing. 58 mile an hour shear winds. This at a 6.9.
Looks like it's getting smaller.
Yeah, it is getting more defined, but I'm telling you, within that area right around Monticello right now, it is horrible, Madison.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't look too hot right now.
And that tornado warning is until 9 p.m. We're going to follow this as it moves toward Chatham, Alabama. Heads up on y'all. Y'all have this storm in 23 minutes as it crosses the state line toward Chatham, Alabama. So be prepared for that. Again, it's not going to be the storm that it is in Mississippi. They have not fired off a tornado warning for anything, or even a severe thunderstorm warning for Chatham, Alabama, that area there on Highway 45. As you're going to Central Nell, everybody knows that way. Our areas, if you go to the beach, you're going to go through there.
That's one Reed's chasing right now is the one in Monticello.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chew it.
If y'all could only see little Ellie since our cameras went out, I hate that you can't, but
She's snuggled up right now.
she's taking life easy.
Look, it's okay. Sometimes I wish I was a little dog being pampered constantly.
Just always remember this: it's always who owns you as to how good your life is.
True. This one's rotten. That's why she's chunky. She's very round now. She's rotund.
I can't, and I think a lot of people, if you're a pet owner, would agree with me at this given moment, as you know what the weather is outside of a poor dog being chained to a fence or a tree during a storm like this, and it turns my stomach. I can't handle someone being mistreated. That includes old folks that can't help themselves, children, people that can't fend for themselves, someone else making that decision, and it'd be bad for them. It's my 2 cents. I didn't mean to get on a stump, but life is too short.
Mama said, answer her
people.
text. We do our best. But thank y'all for being here. We appreciate every single one of y'all, and everyone that sends in pictures. It helps the community out. And like earlier when we were saying send in, every place that was being closed, and everyone replying in the comments is a real big help to everyone around.
Yes.
Because like even if you don't think you're not help, it's a big help regardless.
As always, with everything that we do, being told where incidents are, that always helps us in what we do.
I'm glad everyone is snuggled up with their dogs right now. Yeah, I know, it's pretty gross. You're supposed to chew it on your side of the mouth and then swallow with Powerade. You're supposed to do 2 at one time.
I can't do that, Madison.
You're going to have to. You got the band up.
All right. Yes, we get back to she gave me a peel. That's what she did, and it's not the most tasteful thing I've ever had in my life. And let me say this for our friends in Alabama. you now have a severe thunderstorm warning. Chatham, Alabama, you'll have this until 9:15. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for southern Washington County until 9:15. At 8:25, severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles southwest of Fruitdale. We've all been through there. Moving to the northeast of Leaksville, moving east at 70 miles an hour. That is some kind of quick.
Say 70?
70 miles an hour.
Whew. But it seems like it's starting to clear up pretty fast, though. Clear up as in it's getting smaller, not gone away completely.
We have 1 minute remaining on this tornado warning here, which is good news. And then this is, as bad as it is not near what it was.
It was pretty bad earlier. Really bad. I mean, it's still nasty right now, but, like, it's not as bad as it was because those, it looks like the tornado has kind of dissipated into the air.
It's is losing its oomph here, but again, I don't want to give the all clear on anything just because of what we're dealing with here. We want to ride this out until the National Weather Service tells us that it is
gone.
Correct. And again, we're watching this area, and it's slammed the Highway 84 corridor in between Monticello and Prentiss, Mississippi.
Yeah, there's real bad lightning and Stonewall. I've been hearing a lot of lightning, and Enterprise is really bad around y'all's area.
All right. Good news is we've got one tornado warning that has expired.
Wahoo!
Getting better and better, and then we get this confirmation here. We've talked about that there already.
Let's see. Where's the storm near west of Enterprise?
Right there.
How's that looking?
Heavy rain is what we show here. And this is going to be the post office there in Rose Hill coming out of Jasper County. And the heavy rain is coming right up on that Dollar General there in Enterprise. That's where one of those monkeys were, right there. If y'all remember the great monkey chase that happened.
We got word that there is exhibiting some weak broad rotation, so keep an eye on around Enterprise area.
And that's that lightning and all that. No warnings, no anything in that area right now.
Let's see.
Okay, if you live in Prentiss, this storm should be there in 6 minutes. Now, as I say that, the town of Prentiss itself is not under a tornado warning. Doesn't mean that a tornado or straight line wind still can't do damage across that imaginary line. Just keep that in mind. But this storm is headed for the Prentiss area and will be there in about 6 minutes. The Monticello area, it's still, as you look back on this, right there, and look at this downtown Monticello. There at the post office. This sheer wind, almost on top of the Church of Christ there in Monticello, clocking at 58 miles an hour. Here's the Church of Christ. Here's 27. There's the, isn't that something? Church of Christ and the liquor store right down the road. Huh.
You may need both of those by the end of the night.
You may. You may need that. Again, Highway 84 here, up near Quinn Temple, getting some of the worst of the rain that you got in downtown Monticello right now. So be careful. Highway 27, Highway 587 through there. And again, this strong wind sitting right there at the intersection of 84 and 27.
Let me see. I'm checking the comments. Ooh.
We got a video from Clark County we're going to put up here in just a second.
From Clark County?
Yeah. A lot of rain there at Long's Fish Camp.
Hopefully the storms will quickly go away, because it's been a while since we've had a nasty storm like this.
This has been more active than we've had before.
It's raining hard. Oh, my Lord. Your chat just updated.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I was about to read something, and then it just immediately disappeared.
I'll get that fixed for us in just a second.
Well, I have it on my phone. It's fine. Yeah, someone said Enterprise is sounding pretty nasty right now.
All right, let's do a roundabout look here of what we got scattered in the state of Mississippi. We got one item that's going on right now, and that's that tornado warning down here to the south of us. In Winston County and also Noxubee County, a lot of rain moving from Winston County into Knoxville there along that line of Highway 14. This is coming from a storm that has moved through the Philadelphia area, northern Neshoba County, pouring rain at the time. As we get into Kemper County, and let's turn on a few locations to where you can kind of tell who, what, and how. All this is north of Burnside Park up there in Philadelphia. The Indian Mounds, pouring rain. From downtown DeKalb all the way to Meridian to the Samdale Monument. As you get into Lauderdale County, you can't hardly see the road. If you don't have to travel Highway 39 right now, don't. Because after you get past NAS Meridian, it becomes 2-lane and it's dangerous. Highway 45 out of from Marion to Rouse House. As you go up Highway 45 through Lauderdale, Mississippi, and you pass all the way up to the Chicken Shack, it's going to be heavy, heavy rain right up to the Chicken Shack there. Once you go over those double bridges past the Chicken Shack, it's going to lighten up there before you get to the Sickanacci, out of where the wood yard is. It's going to be calm there. We got a lot of rain in Blackwater in Kemper County, all the way south from the coal plant into Lauderdale County, out by West Lauderdale High School, West Lauderdale Elementary there at Chet's. We got a lot of rain there also. Even over at NAS, we've got tons of rain. No, we make our way into to southern Lauderdale County, out by Stuckey's Bridge, a lot of rain. And it says moderate rain that we got at Dunn's Fall as well. As we get into Clark County there on that west side of Enterprise, it's pouring rain on y'all from the Dollar General down past Long's Fish Camp. And I just put up, just to show you here what's happening here. Let's go here to the page. And I just put this up to show you just what in real time this does. This is Long's Fish Camp, where we were looking at just then. That's serious rain, thunderstorms as it goes through there. Again, no warnings, but it's pouring there. Let's just get rid of that one there. Yep. This would be Highway 493. This is Kemper County is what this is. Y'all look at this. Have we ever seen Kemper County with that much hail before? Wouldn't you say that's bigger than a golf ball?
I mean, yeah, golf balls are pretty tiny, but that's pretty big.
No, I'm not good at measuring, but that's stout. And if somebody's got a size to compare it, please put that in the comments there. Again, this is Kemper County, Highway 16.
Let me see.
Moderate to heavy rain there at Pachuta as we keep going down. Silverina as we come out of Smith County from Raleigh. If you're traveling there between there tonight, it's a lot of rain there as you get toward Highway 15 Lewin. We got a storm that's going to go through Lewin. It'll be there in 7 minutes. Reach Gridley within about 19 is what we're expecting on that. Again, just thunderstorms. We go a little further south. And again, we've had this tornado warning cancel. Severe thunderstorm warning still in effect as we go across this Bama line until 9:15 for southern Washington County. Chatham, Alabama, that area right there. Highway 45 before, if you're leaving Central Nell coming back to Meridian, you got to get into this is like 2-lane road at its worst.
Ooh.
Do you remember where we stopped and ate that time going to the beach? Where it goes to 2-lane, you can't pass anybody. That's exactly where that is.
Hate those. Oh, those are the worst roads ever.
And you can't see hardly during the daytime as you go through there, much less when it is raining.
Bad.
So if you're coming up there, wait in Central Nell till the storm passes. What is it, Ward's? Is that the big place there, if I remember right, the hamburger place? Or it's been 10 years since I passed through there.
Bertles?
Well, they got a Hardee's.
I'm thinking about Bertles, that one place you were trying to get me to eat at, and I hated it because that flies everywhere. Ain't no way. I'm still putting there again.
I remember that.
Ain't no way.
that's been 15. Oh, no, you were a little girl.
Nah, I was mad at y'all too, trying to convince me to eat there. Ain't no way.
So now you know where Madison does not want to eat in the state of Alabama.
I don't want to eat there.
State of Alabama. Again, we've got an update on this tornado warning as they've changed the lines. And let's look at what we've got now. It's shrunk considerably. It's going to run out in 20 minutes, and we'll stay with you to the end of this storm as it comes across here.
About some power outages. Who is out of power right now?
All right, we'll do that. Let me look at these lines, and we'll go look at the power outage. Let me zoom in on this as we look at this. Is where the airport sits right here in Monticello. Here's Highway 587 where the Pearl River is. It's following right along that line. It'll go north and cross San Pfeiffer Memorial Highway?
Great question. I can't answer that question.
We'll cross Billy Newsom Road, go northeasterly, and follow right along on Ferguson Mill Road. And then this will corner right here at Newbern. And then just barely gets into this other county. Just barely right there. Here's Prentice. Doesn't quite make it to Prentice. But again, we still got some shear winds of about 58 miles an hour. This goes down to Highway 13. And again, here's Highway 42. It's west of 42 before you get into Prentice. And this runs until 9 o'clock tonight.
Someone says power out in Kemper on Vardaman Road. Probably didn't say that right.
All right, well, let's just go and take a look at our... Let's start with Mississippi Power here.
Lindsay just said I-55 is closed in both directions due to tornado/tree damage between Brookhaven and Bouge. I don't know how to say that last one.
Okay. If you go to Purvis, Mississippi, as you can see here, it is major. Lots of power outages around Purvis, Mississippi. Highway 11 area there. As we get over here to right there, New Augusta, we've been watching that area over and over tonight. Mm-hmm. And again, not all of this area is covered by Mississippi Power, is why we're not seeing how more. This is just certain areas that's covered by Mississippi Power.
I was about to say, that's not a lot, but I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong.
They've got independent ones down there that I just don't know the name of to be able to look to see. As we go to Kemper County, here around Moscow, we got some 13, 14, 15... we're going to call it close to 19 to 20 people in Kemper County that are without power right there. Now, as we get into Lauderdale County, we're going to have one up here. That's not many. Out here, Pine Springs area. Let's find out what road this is on. Okeechobee Dam Road. We got roughly 19 people right off Highway 19 without power there in the Pine Springs area. As we go south, we look good. Clark County, one person. Not bad at all. Now let's get over here and see what we got here and refresh this. Philadelphia, Neshoba County. As you look at this, how it come down Kemper County, and this is going to be out here near Ford Store. It doesn't look like there's any power that can be found there at the Dollar General on Highway 16, so you're not going to be able to buy anything. A pile of people without power in those areas. They're scattered all across Neshoba County, even back into Leake County, as you'll see here. It's just, we'll look at the state map here in just a second. But as we got that, and I don't know what that was trying to do. Let's refresh this. This didn't, a while ago, it normally pays close attention. 835 in Neshoba County without power. Winston County, we're good. In Leake County, we got about 941 people without power. Kemper, roughly 38 people without power. Lauderdale, 22. That's not bad unless you're one of the 22. It's all fun and games until you're one of the 22, and it ain't fun no more.
That's why we always got to get a generator for
That's
everything.
Right. You cannot have enough generators. As we're looking down here, Greene County, where we were a minute ago, 300 people without power. Perry County, 1,231. We've been watching these areas here. Covington, 591. Jefferson Davis, right at 1,000. 900 in Lawrence. Lincoln County, look at that. Major damage there. 4,700 people without power. And as we get into 2,200 in Franklin County and Copiah County, about 364. And again, hopefully they've got that updated as closely as they can with what's actually going on. They're going to extend this.
It's going out further?
Yeah, they're going to run that basically to 10 o'clock.
Oh, which one?
It's going to be going toward Collins. It's coming out of Monticello, Mississippi. The thread is gone there now, and it is moving toward past Prentice, toward Collins.
But they're watching it. There's no confirmed anything. They're just watching it.
Well, it's a tornado warning.
Well, yeah.
But it doesn't say it's on the ground, is what we're saying. But if you're in that area through roughly 10 o'clock, 9:45, an hour from now, they're going to be watching this. Again, this is not near as strong as what we've seen back here before, by any means. It's tootling along. If you are in this area, we want you to pay close attention and get to your safe space as we watch this 70-mile-an-hour shear winds in the air. It's not confirmed on the ground as we watch this. Hey, D. And again, all of this, expect this to just continue tonight as it crosses over the Laurel. And this is what this is going to do. You'll be here till 1, 2 a.m. most likely watching all of this as it goes across this southern portion of Mississippi here. And again, the immediate Lauderdale County area, Newton County, out of the gun, we're just going to have some heavy rains, even over into Demopolis, into Montgomery, and those areas there. Starkville, light showers. And again, this will run out the tornado watch at 11 o'clock in these areas. We want you to watch if you live around Collins. Be on your best behavior over the next hour. Watch this. Keep a weather eye out as we do that. And you're asking about Neshoba County. As you look back here, let me just show you here. You've got rain here at Jackson. That's probably going to go northeasterly right through there. It's going to be continued rain throughout the night. Vicksburg, that could very easily float its way right through there as well. I don't expect any of that to be serious weather. I expect it to be heavy downpoured rain is what I'm expecting, and then it will eventually just burn off. But as far back in here as you see all of this back into Alexandria, Louisiana, all of this has got to cross through our area tonight. Philadelphia will get more rain. Meridian's going to get more rain. Bay Springs, all of these areas. But again, the worst of the weather to watch is going to be concentrated in this area as it moves due east toward Alabama tonight. That is the concern. Again, what we got right now, Collins, this area, tornado warning until 9:45. This is for Covington and Jefferson Davis counties in Mississippi. Something to watch for the rest of the evening. We're going to wrap up our weather coverage of what we've been monitoring this afternoon as we've been following this along. But again, we want you to stay on top of this and watch this if you live in these areas down there. If you live in Jones County, it is definitely going to come through Jones County. The question is, will this, as you'll see here, the Collins area, look at this. it's breaking up on the eastern side of this. We still got strong thunderstorms back this way here, right where this ends. This could push and hold. But it's not showing signs of being as dangerous as it was before. I'm not telling you by any means that the threat is over. Don't take me wrong. You should treat this very, very serious. It is a tornado warning. The heaviest of winds that we've got right now is right on top of Highway 84 is here. Here's Highway 13. It's kind of on the rural route from there. Brady Cemetery, if you're familiar with that, if you're watching from that area there. Lamar County under a shelter in place due to damage, and that's good to know. Thank you very much. So we want you to be careful. Again, we will be behind the scenes. Should something else break loose later and get worse, we'll come back and go live with all of this and continue coverage. I want to say thank you to everybody that watched tonight, and we'll continue to monitor and expect thunderstorms, after midnight. And we'll have more rain in the forecast. As always, we enjoyed it. Thank you, and God bless. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with our first show beginning at 6:30. I hope you'll join us for that. We'll bring you the latest headlines beginning at 6:30 in the morning, and then we'll go all local beginning at 7 o'clock. And yes, schools will be open. Now, as you get into the southern portion of Mississippi,
Probably not.
It's going to be some areas down there that probably won't due to roads. But East Mississippi, in this area right here through Clark and up through here, should be fine. It's anywhere south of Taylorsville, anywhere along this line from, we'll put this, you see all of this right here, from Clayton all the way due east, Brookhaven, Monticello, Collins, Mississippi. Laurel will be a question in the morning as these storms go across as you reach into Bama. But anywhere south of Jasper County, south of Clark County, and especially west where we know we've had the damage. This may break up and not make it much further. But we do know that anywhere west of Laurel, Mississippi is going to be questionable for road travel. How long, we don't know, and we'll find out in the morning. More about this as daylight breaks and the National Weather Service is able to get out and handle things. Again, we say thank you and God bless. Ellie and the gang is getting ready to... she's wanting a nap over there, isn't she?
She's been asleep for a while.
It's been a tough day for you, girl, hasn't it? And again, if you need a friend in this world, the best you can get is a puppy dog or a kitty cat. They'll love you like nobody else will. They like you when you don't even like yourself. So do that. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning here at the Scotty Ray Report. Thank you, Madison, for taking up some time with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you.